Buddha beats.
You got a video you want me to react to? Join the Ace Pit Discord right now. Scan the QR code on the screen, hit the entertainment tab, click reactions, and drop it in. Super easy. Submit today. Yes, sir. Beep. All right, look, I just got to the studio, right? I was gonna go members only, but I said, hold on, bro. This a little dirt. I'm shocked and amazed. I'm like, what is going on with this little Dirk situation, bro? His homeboys turning on him. Ah, man. So, look, shout out Trap LaRoss. Trap LaRoss is the one that's been having me like, I wasn't even tripping on this case. You know what I'm saying? But Trap LaRoss his video's been in my algorithm, and it's been falling in my lap, man. I'm like, and I find myself watching them. So I'm like, man, I'm finna go live and just watch Trap LaRoss and do a deep dive on all these players and how stupid these motherfuckers are, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, let's see what's going on, man. Trap LaRoss just dropped a new one. So I was gonna watch it. But I said I might as well just go live and watch it with y'all, man. So let's react to it, dog.
I've got another DURK update ahead of the jury selection beginning, and there's some small W's for DURK, some small L's for DURK, but right now it is all to play for. And as I said in my previous video, I think DURK's lawyer, his billion-dollar lawyer, Drew Findling, put on such a solid display in the courtroom yesterday that it really could go either way. I think the government is very strong. Drew Findling's very strong. Brian Steele coming through with the assist. I really don't know how this is going to go at this point, okay? It's been looking bad for DURK at points, but he has had good moments, and there are a couple of W's to talk about. So in this video, I'm going to show you all the updates that have happened today, the day before trial begins. Oh, well, jury selection begins. The actual trial is not going to kick off quite yet. Probably next week, the actual trial will kick off. I mean, jury selection is part of the trial, but like there ain't going to be no evidence tried for a minute. But there are some updates, some filings, and then also I'll give you some reaction that's going on Reddit so that you can get a full picture of what's going down. But this is the first thing, and this is kind of a W for DURK. They said that the judge shout out to DURK's imaginary manager, DURK All Day on X, doing a great job of this. The judge granted in part and denied in part the motion to exclude the government's gang expert. So as you know, that there is basically a government expert, a gang expert, who I believe is some sort of Chicago detective, and they're basically saying that DURK's team was fighting to have him excluded and said, no, you can't have him. Look, I haven't been saying the name, but it says it here on the paperwork, all right? It's a detective, okay?
Hold on. That's what we're about to do, bro. I need to switch screens.
Well, what's very, very interesting.
I need to switch screens real quick. Hold on, y'all. And let me do this real quick, bruh. All right, there we go. All right.
Let me see if I can zoom in a bit. So it's been determined, all right? They looked at the paperwork. The judge has given it consideration. They said the bank's expert motion is granted in part and denied in part. So the detective may offer limited testimony insofar as it's relevant to the government's theory of motive and necessary to explain certain terminology and background context. But he may not testify as to the 2nd through 7th items identified in his disclosure as to the gangster disciples and gang rivalries not at issue in this trial. Basically, as I said, and again, look, it's another situation where, like, I told you what was going to happen because the judge said what he was going to do in the courtroom. People don't want to believe me, but like the judge said what he was going to do. He said, look, anything to do with the BDGD gang war is not relevant for this trial. Fondo wasn't no GD. Shit. Lil Tim wasn't no GD. Lil Pab wasn't no GD. Yes.
So this is strictly for Lil Pab. Right now, if y'all out the loop, they doing the preliminaries for the Lil Durk case. So this is basically, they're seeing what can and can't be used right now in this court case. What can and can't be used. So they're throwing out all kind of shit they have, and they're basically like, okay, you can put that. Okay, you can't use that. You can't use that. So, all right, they like, look, the gang shit, all the shit they got to do with Chicago, the gangs, if it's not Lil Pop, if it's not related to that situation that happened out here in LA, we don't care. You feel me? Although it's tons of shit coming out right now with all this Chicago shit. It's looking crazy for Chirac, man. Chirac, what is going on, man? It's looking crazy right now, but his own homies, you know what I'm saying, OTF Jam and OTF Vonnie is snitching on this nigga, is going to snitch. So they're supposed to be doing jury selection tomorrow. Thursday and Friday is supposed to be jury selection, and then they said the case should start next week, like on Monday. So this is going to be an interesting case, man. And he got Brian Steele as his attorney. And if you don't know who Brian Steele is, look him up. But that's who Young Thug had. That's who Diddy had. You know what I mean? He's big time, big deal. You feel me? He done made some magic happen. So will Brian Steele make some magic happen with this Lil Durk case? We will soon find out.
King Von was a BD, Durk was allegedly a BD, but it don't make no difference, all right? King Von's position as the king of the BDs and the biggest BD out here, BD crazy, right? Throwing up them ggates. But he, as the leader of that crew, as a fearsome gangster, all right, even they showed messages in court where Durk allegedly said, yeah, Von went out like a real gangster, but they can't bring up the whole gangster disciple BD gang war. That's for the next trial. And the judge said, look, I need a date for that next trial. We're not forgetting about that next trial. That's happening. Okay.
Damn.
So the bank's expert motion, all right, granted in part, denied in part. The bank's application is denied without prejudice to an appropriate objection at trial. So it says that the government has shown that gang affiliation is relevant to the motive. Specifically, the alleged shooting was retaliation for the killing of a fellow gang member, the BD, all right? King Von. The gang norms around retaliation will explain the communications and conduct, but he's saying don't forget about the GDs. So the detective may explain gang terminology, retaliation norms, limited background on the BDs, not the GDs, the BDs, phone record investigative limitations, but he can't testify to the other enumerated opinions, discuss the GDs or the unrelated rivalries, give his own opinion on the defendant's gang membership. So, right, he says he can't mention prior arrest of Durk because this person apparently arrested Durk back in the day. Said also to offset prejudice, the court will use a voir dire. Let me make sure I'm saying that right. Pronounce voir dire. Voir dire. That's how it's pronounced. Voir dire. So voir dire, and it means, all right. Voir dire is I believe it's a French phrase for speak the truth, from an old Anglo-Norman French phrase. So voir means true or the truth, and dire means to say or to speak. So the court will use voir dire questioning, the truth, truthful questioning, all right, speaking the truth, a limited instruction, barring the government from framing this as a gang-related murder case. This wasn't a gang war murder. This was a retaliation for a big gangster that was killed by randoms that had nothing to do with it in the music industry. So the court reserves other gang-related evidence disputes for trial time objections rather than ruling on them preemptively, okay? Very, very interesting. The sense Smirk's experts have no restriction, but this goofy have to tread on thin ice. They doing a little bit too much with that one, okay? So Durk's rebuttal expert to this testimony is restricted to the same scope. And bear in mind, it's like, yeah, Durk has no restrictions, but that's not entirely true because Durk's, Durk's expert also isn't allowed to bring up the old indictment, all right? They're not allowed to bring up, oh, well, you made mistakes. So there's restrictions on all of Durk's different experts for various reasons. So everybody's got restrictions on them. And I got to say, look, honestly, this judge seems so fair, so on point, so logical. I'm so impressed by this judge, honestly.
It seems like the judge is in favor of Durk, at least like not allowing all kind of shit to fly in this situation. Like, hey, if it ain't got nothing to do with this, I don't want to hear it. You feel me? We'll get to that other shit later. He got another case coming after this. But this case, nigga, bring everything y'all got in regards to this, nigga. What is going on? You know what I'm saying? Now, what are they going to all come out with? What happened out here in LA? Who was responsible for getting the sliders, the cars? They saying that DURK was funding all this shit and that niggas was being tapped in. Hey, you getting flew out. DURK flying you out to LA to go handle your business. And they got the snitches saying everything. Hey, DURK was flying them out to go, you know what I mean?
This judge is just killing it, all right? Not killing it like DURK allegedly killed it, but killing it like he is actually just doing an amazing job. He's deading any ridiculous motions, even though Brian Steele and Drew Findling are making amazing arguments. And even when the government kind of overstepped the mark a little bit, I think the judge has been so fair, all right? If this case goes wrong for DURK, it's not the judge's fault, all right? And it's not no prejudice. If the case goes wrong for the government, hey, they didn't have a good enough case. The judge has been so on point. He's been very fair, and I really do respect it. So anyway, in addition to that, okay, this is really controversial because DURK's team, this is the minor L. So that was a lowercase W for DURK. But this is a lowercase L for DURK. Basically, as I told you in the previous videos and the previous breakdowns, DURK and his team, they were trying to have their witness list completely secret right up until pretty much the moment they were going to surprise people and put them on the stand. But they said that the judge has emailed his final juror questionnaire to all counsel. He's included the names of all potential defense witnesses in the list of witnesses attached to the questionnaire.
Damn.
So it means that the judge has decided in the questionnaire to disclose this to the government, but the government have been ordered not to conduct any investigation of defendants' witnesses. So it basically says, right, the questionnaire has been sent to all counsel. The parties are advised that pursuant to the Ninth Circuit precedent, the court has included the names of all potential defense witnesses in alphabetical list of witnesses attached to the juror questionnaire. But they're saying the government, its attorneys and agents are ordered not to conduct any investigation of defendants' witnesses by online searches or otherwise until after the defendants have presented their opening statements at trial. It's so ordered. There's no PDF associated with this. They don't want to leak the names. Let me tell you why this is slightly an L for DURK, because they were really hoping to bamboozle the government by putting last-minute people on the stand. Oh, yeah, we got this person. Boom, the government's flustered, all right? That's what they were planning to do. It's not going to fly. So, look, this is the U.S. government, right? These federal prosecutors are at the top of their game. They're amazing at what they do. And, you know, having observed them in the courtroom take a few L's, but then also take a few W's, you know, really like that moment in the courtroom when Brian Steele had really made a good speech, Drew Findling had made a good speech, and they said, oh, you know, this has nothing to do with gangs. It's going to send shivers down the defense, down the jurors' spines. You know, the government was slick. They were smart. They clapped back and they said, well, here's a text of DURK saying King Von went out like a real gangster. So what are you saying? So the government have been very on point at a lot of times in this, even though DURK's team are very good. They're making the best of a bad situation. You couldn't have a better team, really. But the reason why this is bad, even though the prosecution aren't allowed to look up, they're not allowed to investigate, they're obviously not allowed to Google any of that kind of stuff, any backstory of these potential witnesses that DURK's going to put forward, this is the federal government. They've been investigating. People talk about, I'm the feds. Bro, the feds, the actual feds are the feds, and the feds are good at being the feds. Like, they found stuff that I never would have even comprehended, all right? They're finding so many connections. They're going to
doing fair shit, though. You do be doing fair shit, my brother. You do be doing it.
Have so much more evidence, you know, just based on the confidence that they're bringing to the courtroom, the things that we've seen so far, obviously the footage. They're probably going to know just by name, by looking at these names, they're probably going to know, all right, we're not going to investigate them, but we know who this is. We've already got info on this person. I see what they're trying to do with this person. Oh, okay. They're not allowed to look into it until after the opening statements. And the reason why that probably is, I don't know. I'm just going to speculate, all right? People say, oh, you can't speculate. This is just my opinion. I'm just going to give you a little taste of my opinion on this particular topic. The reason I think that probably is happening is so that they can't dig up dirt on some of these people that the defense are going to use as their own witnesses, and then use their opening statements to trash these people when, you know, this was just delivered, right? I think it's only fair. And, you know, arguably there's a small advantage to the defense that basically have the option to, you know, pretty much like do a lot more digging into the prosecution's witnesses who would have been presented, you know, around the same time, all right? We were hearing talk of 35 witnesses. They're trying to trim it down by 10. Obviously, we've heard specifically the detective who was going to be introduced. So this is kind of an L for Dirk and his team, who were really trying to keep this stuff a secret to the very last second. That's not going to be the case.
Witnesses.
But the prosecutors are blocked from doing any additional research into this until the opening statements have been completed. So the other thing that's big that a lot of people are talking about is this ruling on all of the evidence. And once again, as I told you, okay, the judge says what he's going to do before he does it. He's saying, look, you can assume I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Let me give you my opinion on this. All right, I'm going to let you guys argue it out. Cool. You've not convinced me. You'll see what I rule, but you get the gist. So, you know, literally, look, bro, like being in the courtroom, you know what's going to happen, okay? So not all of this is a surprise, but there are some interesting tidbits of information that are going around from these filings that have been made. So this is basically the rulings on all of the evidence, and this is really interesting. So I'll read you through all of the evidence and how the court ruled on it. So there's going to be a 911 call from August the 19th, 2022 by an unknown witness of the shooting, and essentially that's going to be admitted. This is the Lil Pab shooting. Somebody saw it and called it in and said what they thought happened. There's going to be an excerpt of the LA Sheriff's Department's body camera footage from the crime scene. This is admitted with excerpts as excerpted per the government's proposal at the hearing. I believe that there's some of that body camera footage that isn't going to be included. It's not relevant. They go on to say additional excerpts of the body camera footage from the crime scene. They said moot as to videos. They're going to admit non-graphic screenshots, so the actual videos of this particular situations, it says it's moot basically, but they were going to admit as non-graphic screenshots. TMZ footage of Quando Rondo's reaction. This is the no footage where you can actually see Pab's body, because I've seen it a few times.
Screaming.
That's admitted. That's really bad. So they asked for 4 autopsy photos of Lil Pab, and as I said previously, yes, the ruling hadn't been made, but the judge said exactly what he was going to do. They said, look, let's not be gratuitous about this. Okay, 3rd photo only. You can have that photo. Let's not just go crazy with all of the photos and just do. Let's not overdo it with these horrific photos.
Man, this wow.
So Savannah Robinson's autopsy report that said moot, and I think so. I'm just getting a little bit confused by this, because this says moot, and obviously, like, when a court rules the issue as moot, it means like it's already been resolved. So any kind of ruling on it doesn't make a difference. I don't know if that means that the one photo of the autopsy is going to make it very clear. I don't know if it means the medical examiner's testimony is going to make it clear. But they're basically saying that it's not relevant at this point. And they said, okay, so the excerpt of messages between Dirk, co-conspirator number 3, and a screenshot of Instagram post. So I believe this, and this is admitted. I can't remember exactly which one this was. I just flicked through my notes. I didn't have a specific note that I can find easily. Obviously, you can't control F on my handwritten notes here. But obviously, this is an incriminating photo. I don't know whether this is the one of somebody sending Dirk, a post about Quando screaming or something else. But anyway, this is interesting. It said excerpts of messages between Banks and CC5 RE Breezy interview. Now that's
Breezy
interesting.
interview.
I don't know exactly what that means, who that is. I believe CC5 people are saying that is. I've heard people saying that that's Booney Mo. A Breezy interview. I don't know if that's the 600 Breezy interview, and I believe there is a clip going around of 600 Breezy.
Oh, I wonder what clip they're talking about from 600 Breezy. Hold on, man. I need to be able to pull up a second screen. Hold on 1 second. Let me see something, bro. I gotta be able to pull up a second screen, bro. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, what the fuck is going on? We gotta pull up a second screen so I can search this shit. I got this. It's a lot of players involved in this one, y'all. It's a lot of players involved in this shit, man. Don't do motherfucking crime, y'all, because look at this shit. I know he probably thought none of these niggas finna snitch on me. Not my niggas. That's how it always go. Not my niggas. They would never. That's how it always go, dog. Let's see something real quick. Let's see something. Give me that link right there. Hold on. Pause. Give me that. Let me see that right there. We're going to see something real quick. DURK wasn't close. I want to see something.
What was it between you and DURK, though? How come y'all never clicked?
I feel like because I'm my own man, I feel like all the niggas around him is millions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like he really wanted niggas around him that was like him. He ain't want no real superstars around him. I'm a nigga, you can't say nothing to me crazy. You can't play with me, none of that shit. His realest niggas he got into it with, like Wook just came back around him. Him and Wook was into it for years. Wook a real nigga. That was Wook really from 59th for real. He from 6217, but he lived on 59th. That's my real homie. I ain't never really had no personal issues with the nigga to where we could be into it or any of that. Like, it just, I don't agree with a lot of shit he did dealing with my block. I feel like niggas played with us a lot with a lot of situations.
You stated that whether you like me or not, I'm one of the only niggas from my side that did this shit without a OTF or a GBE stamp. No features, nothing. Just me and 600. I didn't get or need the help.
Hold on.
He has Drew Finley representing him once again. Someone who represented you, who I know. So he's got the best lawyer you can get.
Yeah.
And I mean, this guy's serious. So if anyone could beat the case, and look, I think it's going to be hard to completely. Well, this is what I said, because I need to stay consistent in what I've been saying. What I've always said was he'll be okay unless all those other guys turn against him and say that he did it. That's going to be where the problems seriously start. If all those co-conspirators that are being charged, if they all say, Lil Durk put us up to this, whether it's true or not, he's going to have a big problem on his hands.
And two of them are saying he did it. Two of them are saying he did. Damn.
Because they're the actual shooters. Like, the shooters is not gray area. They know who they are. Like, I went through the paperwork. It's like, they flew in, they stayed at this hotel. One of them went to this Big Five Sporting Goods. He was in a car that was tracked by GPS because it was a rental. He bought these ski masks. He got these guns. They met up at this In-N-Out Burger afterwards. They all flew back. Like, the shooters, they're not getting off. So the question is, are they going to cooperate to avoid life sentences?
I mean, everybody's already, they gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? DURK probably the only one that can walk away.
He has Drew Finley.
Okay. Let's see something.
And I know Jam personally, like, ain't no way Jam's told. Ain't no way Jam's going to tell. So that one says moot, and I don't actually know exactly what the discussion of that was. Oh, actually, no, I've just found that so number 116, that was the post.
That's crazy, man.
That showed messages between DURK and a co-conspirator. They said it was improper character evidence. It puts him in bad light as a killer.
They finna be throwing these niggas some cold plea deals, man. Probably like, look, we got you niggas. We got all you niggas, the shooters. We got y'all. Listen, we'll work with you. We'll take some time off, nigga. We need the big fish. What can you give us on DURK, nigga? That's who we want. Fuck y'all. Y'all small fish in this motherfucker. We need the big dog. And the nigga's like, all right, fuck it, man. Shit. Fuck it. Matter of fact, I want to pull up this video. This shit is crazy. I'll pull up it after this. Let's keep watching this. But it's one of the OTF niggas that Lil Durk co-signed as a shooter in one of his songs. And they got this nigga all on camera crying, being taken into jail. Like, I'll tell you whatever you need to know. I'll tell you whatever I'm like, oh, these niggas is hoes.
Don't know if that was, they're saying Von's not available to testify, but it was admitted. And the prosecutor said this was an exhibit showing intent. Somebody texted co-conspirator 3 and said Von would have been out in the streets looking for revenge. So I believe that's a message, a back and forth. If that's right, if that's 116, that basically would apparently be a message. Basically, it would be a message where DURK says if the shoe was on the other foot, Von would have slid for me, apparently. So they didn't talk about 1617 in court. So obviously, the 120, oh, no way.
Social media.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This says 120 social media depicting the Quando Rondo challenge. That will be admitted. Now, don't tell me it was this. Brother, they about to bring up Famous Richard in this bitch, bro. I didn't know they was going to do that. That's crazy. Bro, this is crazy. If you know the case well, you'll know this, right? I'm going to just start pulling up things that I know are in this thing, okay? This is the first, they didn't mention this in court. A social media video depicting the Quando Rondo challenge. This is Famous Richard. They took the audio of what happened to Quando and reenacted it. They're going to show this in court for the pressure to slide for Von.
Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV. This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight. It all started.
Damn.
I don't know if they're going to play the whole
The
song.
Quando Rondo challenge.
When Famous Richard talking about, no, he had a whole T-shirt saying no. This is bad, all right? This is bad, just like the Flacco thumbnail says here. This is bad. Lil Durk can't be the stupid he can be. Famous Richard, that's crazy. I'm not going to lie to you. That's crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Based on like what all the shit that's been going around, the information, Lil Durk was a sloppy motherfucker, bro. He was moving hella sloppy, man. He was moving hella sloppy. He was saying wild shit via text message. You know what I'm saying? You got your own boy, OTF Jam, talking about pulling you to the side and what y'all said, y'all private discussions. And people was already saying he was a snitch, or he was going to snitch on Durk. And come to find out he is. People was already saying he was a snitch, though. He's snitching on that nigga for sure. And here we go. Trial about to start on Monday. 2 of your homies done rolled. Nigga, what all have they told that's dealing with this Lil Pop and all these situations, Quando Rondos, what all have they told them niggas? Probably everything. Probably done told everything.
So I think this is going to be the Breezy interview. It says 600 Breezy. I know Jam, if he was going to snitch, he would have done it a long time ago. So I think they're going to include this Vlad clip.
Like,
You don't think this is enough?
No.
Somebody dying?
No.
No.
Sam's still alive. Vaughn dead. He pulled the trigger.
Pop is dead.
That we don't. Who the fuck is that? Like,
And that's too bad.
That's casualties of war.
Yeah, and that's too bad. Confused because at first there was like OTF Jam.
Jam, I don't think Jam. If Jam was gonna snitch, he'd have been snitched on a lot of shit a long time ago. Jam's done a lot of time in jail. Like Jam, real nigga. Like I tip my hat to him. I ain't never seen Jam do no bitch ass shit. So when they started saying his name, I was the first nigga probably like, I don't believe that. I got to see proof. Out of everybody out that thing, y'all saying Jam the one that's just going. No, I don't see that. I don't see that.
I wonder how you feel now. How do you feel now, brother?
Cause shit, he a real street nigga. Like, and he had plenty chances to snitch on niggas for a lot of other shit if that was the case. He wasn't, no. I don't think Jam got nothing to do with that shit. I think it's the internet. They threw his name and that shit like that because why?
So unfortunately, that's not true, right? But they're saying that basically Durk was having a conversation with Booney Mo about that clip, all right? There's excerpts of messages between Durk and someone else, RE Country, Transport in Pipes. Now, I thought
damn, man.
So anyway, they're going to include the surveillance footage of King Von getting killed. That's admitted. The Redman music video is admitted. Screenshot from $1 million worth of game where Durk had all of that money.
Damn. They fucking using everything. They let these niggas throw everything in this motherfucker.
Admitted, all right, even though that really was for the Stefan Mac mode, but I guess they're keeping using it. Now, this is interesting. They've excluded the video taken during the podcasting filming that featured multiple individuals with firearms. That would have been $1 million worth of game. They're basically saying the video is not necessary. The photograph of Durk there with all the money is fine. Showing all the firearms is too much. So they said compilation of photographs of firearms seized from participating witness number 2's iCloud account.
God damn. These niggas taking pictures of all the guns. Fucking God. How the fuck you niggas out here committing crime and taking pictures of guns y'all doing crimes with and just having them in your iCloud and your phone? Golly, bro. What the fuck? Idiots, man.
I believe they're confirming that PW2 is Vonnie, and there's going to be like a later clip that proves that's Vonnie. So that's Vonnie showing firearms on his iCloud. Compilation of photos of Vonnie and Durk together from his iCloud. Screenshot of King Von and the OTF and O blockchains in Von's Welcome to My Neighborhood video. So they're saying these photographs of Durk and Vonnie is moot. It's not needed because it's kind of established. So they're going to allow Von showing the chains off. They said it's moot to have the Threats to Everybody music video, the photograph of Wilson wearing the OTF chain. I think that's going to be demonstrated elsewhere. A photograph of Dirk, Didi, and others with cash. That's admitted. I believe that's going to be the photo where Jam and Booney Mo are also in it. It says a video of Banks and others during the filming of Piss Me Off is allowed. Video of Banks, Von, and PW2, which now we know is definitely Vonnie.
Purchasing jewelry.
This is kind of a little graphic for you guys here just to make it very, very obvious. So, yeah, PW2, Vonnie, this is the photo.
Damn, got him. Participating witness, man. Damn. OTF Vonnie done went outside, bro. OTF Vonnie. OTF Jam. Participating witness 1 is OTF Jam, they're saying. And participating witness 2 is OTF Vonnie. Your own mans, bro. That's a terrible feeling, man. Your own homies.
But it's going to be apparently used, or the whole video that's going to be used, but that is the moment that they're talking about. So basically, photo of Dirk, Didi, and others with money, that's admitted. That's all admitted. So these 3 were moot. It said photo of Dirk with cash, not relevant. Video excerpt from IG Live depicting Dirk with others. Now, I'm curious to know which one that would have been. 162, a video that Didi took of himself inside a car. That's moot. So this says admit as redacted or substituted as stated in the hearing. So this is a video of Asa Houston and Dirk's brother D-Thang with text overlaid. They're basically going to redact the text and allow that because it shows the connection, even though he was a GD to Dirk's brother, even though you're not allowed to talk about GDs, you get the gist. So there was an IG Live taken by Didi. They said admit as to Wilson only with limiting instructions. I believe that is the one where Didi's talking about he the murder man. Oh, wow. So I've just found this. Okay. Cue the blogs all posting this one. Okay. But basically, this is the video. This is OTF Didi Live when people asking him about being a murder man. And this, all right, this has been admitted. All right. September the 24th, 2022. All right. Look at the date. Boom. The feds are on the IG Lives.
Show me how you really feel. Yo. Put that stitch cord on your ass. I'ma spank your ass like fucking Elroy did Day ass. They talking about Didi a murder man for sure. That cool. Somebody.
I didn't say for sure that.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? The comment.
They be trying to find the little smallest shit, man. A little comment, Didi the murder man, for sure that. We need to use this in court. Something so simple.
About being a murder man. They said Didi and murder man. They didn't say Didi as a murder man. So he said, yeah, you know what? Why don't I just say I'm a murder man for sure?
I'ma spank your ass like fucking Elroy did Day ass. They talking about Didi a murder man for sure. That cool. Somebody roll up with me, man.
It's a month after the murder.
Roll up.
He is. It's 214.
Roll up, man. Do not come on my live saying no goofy shit. Go on ahead and troll somebody else, clown. Straight up. Baby Threat, how you coming? They said what Baby Threat at? It's a lot of them out here, but.
Oh, wait. The Baby Threat nigga, hold on. All right, wait for this. Okay, so this is Baby Threat. This is who I was talking about. I gotta find this IG video. Hold on, I'm gonna find this IG video. This is Baby Threat. Let's see. Let's let this clip finish right here, and then I'm gonna react to this Baby Threat real quick, and then we'll come back to Trap Ross.
It's a lot of them out here, but.
How they coming?
Baby Threat, man. Next to blow, y'all know how the fuck he coming, bitch.
How y'all coming, man? How y'all coming? Y'all want me? How y'all? Who y'all looking for? Y'all looking for me? Tell them. You know where we at? We on that same block we always be on. Every day. Every day. Shit ain't nothing new to us. We out here every day.
Every day.
Every day. What?
Nothing new to us. Every day. Hold on now. Watch this. It's about to fuck y'all heads up, man. It's about to fuck y'all heads up. Ain't nothing new to us. Every day. Okay, for sure. Baby Threat. Baby Threat. Let's find this video. Where is this shit at?
With a baby threatened, I told him keep his eye. I had a prep. Baby threatened, I told him keep his eye. I don't need a switch. I'ma get up close and see this shit. Watch me.
That's Baby Threat. Now here's Baby Threat.
He needs some milk.
That nigga's crying, y'all. This is Baby Threat. He's crying. Now listen to what he say to those niggas.
And I'm slumping the trench, bitch. All my niggas still killing shit. Hey, hey, I ain't trying to talk if it ain't about no move.
Hold on.
I tell you about the money, I swear to God, I tell you about the money, it's my son, I tell you about everything, I swear to God, I tell you, I will tell you, please.
Man, what?
You know what I'm saying? Is there no way you can tell me what address you stay at so I go check on it?
And this is the harsh reality of what these YNs really do when they get locked up, man. They be tough on these music videos. They be tough on the streets, you know what I'm saying, with them guns. But as soon as they get locked up, this is what happens, man.
That paperwork don't say no hell, man. Man, what?
I can't understand it. Relax. What's the number?
I'm going to jail.
I had a prep talk with a
That nigga said, I'm going to jail. That's crazy. Well, that's Baby Threat. That's the introduction of Baby Threat, if y'all don't know what Baby Threat is.
What you keep saying? Every day, man. Every day.
What day? What day, DD?
Huh? Every day. Every day.
Okay.
Every day.
Okay, talk to him.
They know what's going on. Pull up. All gang members tap in, man. We out here. What's up?
All gang members tap in. We're out here. Okay.
All gang members, ops, I don't give no fuck. Pop up.
All gang members and ops pop up.
Pop up, man. Damn. Just come out. Breezo, what they ain't do, bro?
Hey, it's his birthday. We got to speak it. Check it out.
Why they ain't sitting they low?
Hey, look. Why the fuck y'all still ain't sending that low, man? Why the fuck that low still penny, man? Because we in the trenches every motherfucking day, and niggas know that.
This shit far from cancer, bitch. We give out real smoke.
Yeah, what they know. Turkey's us the real dog.
Dissing on the net, man. He trying to get entertainment, though.
He left off in that danger zone.
He left off in that danger zone.
There ain't no changing us. Bitch, we on the danger up. We really take on bang with us.
Hey, Breezy, what you on, Breezy? Like in that Breezy, what you on? He in the hood, that's what he on. Pull up.
Yeah, so that's not a great look. That's not a great look. I'm surprised that that's actually, I've never seen that one before, so that's very bad. Again, that's what I'm saying when I'm saying that the feds, they got more than me. They know more of what's going on than me, and I'll be doing my homework. So a photo of Didi from IG is going to be allowed. Excerpt of DURK's interview with DJ Academics. RE snitches and rats. He hates rats, all right?
Okay. See, they grabbing all this shit from these goddamn podcasts. These sit-downs with these podcasts, man. All these trials now when it comes to these entertainers, man. They gonna grab all that shit you done said on the microphones and use that shit against your ass. Be careful what you say on these mics, man. I just had to tell my boy Smack that today, man. Smack was... Listen, man, be careful what you say on these mics, man. They using everything, bro.
Right, that's allowed. DURK interview with Academics where he talks about Youngboy and Von. Allowed. Excerpt from the same one talking about the slide for Von comments. Allowed. Talking about him never giving his address out is allowed. Podcast excerpt of Tekashi 6ix9ine commenting on Von. That's the Whack 100 one, 170, allowed. Photograph of Vonnie with Von, allowed. Screenshot of music video for Didi's Block is Hot, allowed. All right, screenshot of music video for Didi's Seen It All, excluded. All right, too many songs. Screenshot of videos for Jam's Federal Freestyle, all right. If you needed more info, like, look, it's obviously Jam, right? Jam's Federal.
Participating witness is OTF Jam. Federal Freestyle, that was his solo song on that compilation album. That was his solo record, man. OTF Jam is officially a rat. He's a rat. He's participating.
Federal Freestyle. This is PW1's his freestyle. All right. Screenshots from DURK's cell phone allowed. Excerpt of Didi. This is so ridiculous. Didi said, Quando Rondo, where where y'all pipe was at, gang, I don't know what post this was on, but he atted Quando Rondo when he was allegedly one of the shooters. That's insane. So that's admitted as to Wilson only with limited instructions. So they're excluding an excerpt of DURK and Wilson saying GDK in the messages, so the whole gang membership thing. And again, it's like, cool, they'll use that in the next trial, then the judge wants a date for that. Said Instagram messages from Lindsay and Didi February 22nd, 2022 and March 18th, that's allowed. So excerpts of messages between DURK and his manager is allowed. Excerpt of Coco number 4 messages, Ari Quando Rondo allowed. This one's going to be wild. It said Moot, the excerpt of CC4 messages. I don't know if that's these two are one and the same. Excerpt of messages between DURK, Coco number 4 on August 19th and 20th. I need to see these. I'm not going to lie. Excerpt of messages between DURK and CC number 4 admitted.
Look how many messages it is with CC4. That mean they was talking spicy all up in them text messages, man. All up in them damn text messages. Why the fuck are y'all on these phones doing this, young fellas? Y'all niggas be in a DM on Instagram. Y'all be on Snapchat, documenting everything. Damn. Golly, man. I hope motherfuckers learn from their mistakes, man. Not saying I want to see, like, you know, niggas get away with crime, these young niggas, but I'm saying, like, at least if you're going to do crime, be smart about it, man. But don't do crime at all, but at least be smart about it.
Going back and forth. DURK and Coco number 4 were clearly close friends. I wonder what that's all about. So 3 more examples of that. It says Moot. I wonder if that's because it's basically introduced under one example and they don't need to admit it a million times. But yeah, as the judge said. Excerpt of messages between Banks and others are the ATF investigation. They said that it's admitted, but they have to sanitize it unless the defense wants to put all the messages in a different light. They're going to try and say this was related to drug dealing, but apparently Jam is the one that caused the investigation. They're revising some messages and attachments that will be admitted. Excerpt of August 2023 messages between DURK and others is admitted. Excerpt of April 2023 messages between PW1 and Booney Mo, including a voice memo. It's admitted. The court reaffirms its prior ruling. The voice memo is admitted. They're excluding messages from July 6, 2023 that relate to Didi. We don't know what those are off the top of my head. It's Moot with more excerpts of those messages. They're excluding messages related to guns in that time. And then it's Moot screenshot from Von's Instagram, another one from Von's Instagram. And this is interesting. Jam did a handwritten note that will be admitted. So
a handwritten note, man. This is crazy.
I ain't gonna hold you. This shit getting crazy. This shit out hand, right?
Yeah,
this
wild.
is absolutely insane. So I just can't believe it. Okay, this was the evidence list in full. This is kind of some reaction to it over on Reddit. And let me just do this real quick. So yeah, this is kind of people giving their thoughts on it. They're saying, why the F did he do that interview with academics? That shit was not a good look. You think it was worse than showing up to $1 million worth of game with $1 million cash and all your killers? That was...
See, I get it. Niggas be living in the moment. Niggas be living in the moment, man, and they don't think about the future and what's going to happen with this. Like, me and T-Rail was talking about this today, right? And he like, man, you know, he like, nigga, he got that money. He could have just left. They use Chief Keef as an example. Like, Chief Keef left Chicago. He don't be in no drama. He don't be in no bullshit. He out here in California doing his thing. Woo, woo. But I'm like, bro, a lot of niggas aren't mature enough or mentally mature enough to take those type of steps to say, all right, I done made this type of money. Let me move. A lot of niggas don't want to leave the hood or don't want to feel like they left the hood behind and be looked at a nigga who got money and you forgot about the hood, and you know what I mean? So, DURK shit, brother, you are 1 foot in, 1 foot. You can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out with this shit, nigga. You gotta pick a side. When you're a celebrity, you gotta pick a side, bro. Like, look, you got all the money. Anything that goes wrong and you still 1 foot in, they're gonna put everything on you, bro. You the nigga that's funding everything. You the nigga with the money. We want you. We want you. Hey, how many people we can get to tell on this nigga right here? Because I know he done did some shit because he's still over here hanging with y'all niggas. He got money. He for sure. All right, well, shit. You know, what can you do for me in this case, nigga? I'm already in this motherfucker for a murder. Can y'all take some time off? I'll tell you what he gave for me. And that's how these niggas get to talking. And now your own homeboys, the niggas that everybody look at, y'all heard what 600 Breezy just said about OTF Jam. He a real nigga. He would never snitch. He would never snitch. No, when I heard he would never. And now he's participating witness number 1. Damn.
A pretty bad idea. They're saying DURK was getting cooked online thanks to 6ix9ine. Everybody was saying slide for Von in the comments of anything that had anything to do with DURK. Don't forget he dropped Back in Blood around the same time, which was a banger. 6ix9ine flipped that whole shit back on him. Hindsight's 2020, but the internet was trolling the shit out of DURK back then. They're saying not really. 6ix9ine was and is universally looked at as a goofy. DURK never entertained anything 6ix9ine said. I don't think he plays any role in this. Well, that's not what the feds thought. People saying DD a goofy. Feds literally producing and directing a 3-hour-long Scorsese-style feature film for the jury to watch. Hey, I tried my best to do that a couple of years ago, but I ain't nothing on the feds. Saying Jam really wrote a note saying he'd know about bodies. YouTube podcast for 6ix9ine. The recent one with Vlad. Nah, it's going to be the old one. It's going to be the DURK. The one with Whack 100. If DURK can't beat the feds with all this money, nobody can. Diddy couldn't even beat all his charges against the feds, and he's 5 times richer than DURK. All right? His charges weren't even that serious. He's good. Okay? He's good. It's good. Breezy interview. That's the first time we've really heard that. It's pretty crazy, honestly. It's pretty crazy.
God damn.
Listen, I get that they'll try and prove a point that DURK paid them cash for the murders, but some of this stuff seems silly. Oh, you carrying around a bunch of cash from your partners? Suspicious. We'll accept this into court. Like a bunch of these rappers don't be carrying around cash. The whole admitting $1 million worth of game was like, bro, clearly bought that for the show. Why is it relevant? Well, it's relevant because he allegedly broke off bread for killers. It's like, how much money did he put back in the jail? That's what I want to know. He must have withdrawn at the bank $1 million. Did he put back in $1 million or did he put back in 920? All right, because that's going to be pretty bad if that's the case. So
nigga brought all that money. Then you gonna have niggas that was there. See, that's the thing. We got too many motherfucking niggas, man. You got 100 niggas in the background, and if you was out there paying killers and 2, 3, 4, 5 niggas saw it, and these niggas work with the police. Oh yeah, he gave a homie 20. He gave a homie 50. He gave the other homie 50. Telling everything that happened, man. You can't do this shit, man. You can't do this shit, man. You can't do this shit with all your homies no more. Them days is done, man. Do dirt all by your lonely, man, or don't do dirt at all, shit, because, nigga, doing crime with 10 niggas, it never ends right. It never ends well.
A lot of people just can't even believe that DURK would have been so dumb. People are saying, how are you out here acting like you're a criminal mastermind, but then you on your phone telling on yourself extensively? And I do kind of agree. I mean, I don't think DURK was ever a criminal mastermind of any sort. They're saying, why does he act like a criminal mastermind, but he does dumb shit like this? Him saying, I'm not celebrating New Year's because my dog is dead and no one's doing anything. Rondo out there acting like they don't have nothing to worry about. Yeah, people saying it's over. I thought you were criminal smart, DURK. All right. But you just be saying anything on text like they can't recover it. They also get text of him making fun of Pab getting killed with the no. Emotions will have MFers doing the stupidest shit. It's easy to look back and say it was dumb, but dude was 100% letting the pain and emotion make all of his decisions. DURK really talked to his goons like a cartoon villain. Okay? It's just insane. All right? It's just insane. When DURK said it's sad I'd rather get revenge instead of making millions, that should have told you everything about his thought process and overall decision-making. Moving off emotions gets you jammed or bagged. Okay? I could have called Thug and been part of that Rico and told him everybody I shot. All right?
Damn.
DURK, my favorite rapper, he made too many mistakes. His mistake was not realizing his homie was a crash out that caused his own death. He should have never went and got back to begin with. Them slide for Von comments in 2020 was everywhere. Not going to lie. Still not a reason to throw everything away. 6ix9ine had all the kids spamming that. Lil Durk is a dumb criminal with money who makes great music. Okay? The funniest thing was in the academics interview, he found that entire, I'm not going to talk about the situation, but hint at it, hint in a way so people won't recognize, but my hint will be so obvious to recognize. It must be the water, all right? He moves so sloppy. Yeah. It's screwed, all right? So look, I'm going to leave it there, all right? I will see you guys with an update very soon. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to court tomorrow. It's going to be jury selection. They did say that they might not be letting people into the courtroom because it's going to be full of jurors. But I'll let you guys know if I have an update as soon as I can. Thank you for watching this. I'm out for now. Peace.
Jury selection is tomorrow and Friday, man. Tomorrow and Friday they're doing jury selection. And it's scheduled to begin on Monday. So things will be interesting once this begins, man. It's going to be interesting. What's done in the dark will come to light. These snitches will come to light. What they're saying, will they take the stand? What will they be doing? We'll soon find out, man. We'll soon find out. Damn, I can't listen to a song. It's a fucking song I want to listen to. But I'm going to get a copyright. Damn. All right, let's see something. Who else got some? OTF Jam exposed a Lil Durk snitch. OTF Jam told the feds he killed for Lil Durk. They did me dirty. Let's see something. Let's just watch.
You want to support me? Go to Nene Marie 37 on IG. Just what you do, make sure you join the membership. Shout out to all my mods and wrenches. Remember, if you got anything extra, I said extra, not food, hygiene, clothes, bag it up, take it out.
I can't take that guy serious. Who is bro? Nigga, you doing shit with a mask on. I can't take you serious, man. Come on, man. Let's go here. Let's go to end of sentence, man.
Oh, y'all thought things couldn't get it?
Got a shiesty mask on, okay? What is you talking about, man? I can't listen to that shit. Let's go.
Any worse? Prosecutors claim OTF Jam will testify that Lil Durk took him to the bathroom and told him to stop committing so many murders. OTF Jam is confirmed as prosecution witness number 1.
God
Today
damn.
at the federal courthouse following Lil Durk's hearing, it was revealed that prosecution witness number 1 is OTF Jam, who is one of the most talked about alleged cooperators connected to the case. And not just because he's snitching on Lil Durk, but because he is allegedly, and it's about to be confirmed, a whole hitman in these Chicago streets.
Jeez.
A few months ago, I realized I was probably overpaying for car insurance, and
That's crazy, bro. Imagine going to tell the feds, like telling the feds, hey, Durk pulled me in the bathroom and told me I gotta slow down on too many murders. Just really think about that. You telling the feds that I gotta slow down on too many murders. You just told the feds you got too many murders, nigga. How many murders you got? So of course, nigga, you finna work a deal. And even the deal they give you gonna be some fucked up shit. So you really just going outside, my nigga. And they said you had just did 20 years. You going outside, bro. Not you. Respect is everything, bro. Keep your respect. You was already in jail for 20 years. You got out. You got nigga drilling, you a hitman. You out here doing your shit. Take that shit with pride, my boy. This is what you do. But turning rat on your mans, bro, and you got high respect in the streets where niggas look at you like a real nigga and you this and that, because, I mean, shit, what else are you doing it for at this point? What are you doing it for? I mean, shit, obviously just killing niggas for money. What are you doing with the money? I hope you do, like, what are you doing? I don't know, man. All these young niggas just be out here doing stupid shit for no reason. Like, what is the purpose? Even if Durk is giving you, I wonder what he was doing with the money. If Durk is paying you allegedly 50 bands for a hit, 20 bands for a hit, what do y'all think OTF Jam was doing with the money? To the point where you just out here killing multiple niggas for money. Was you reinvesting that shit in something? Or was you just out here blowing that shit?
After the Lil Durk hearing, and we just had some very, very interesting information about, possibly the most well-known alleged cooperator in this case, OTF Jam. Now, there was a crazy back and forth where they brought up a bunch of things about Jam. They said that the song Back Again was going to be used, and I'm not going to lie, I was happy to hear that because that's like one of my favorite songs.
facts. Before I let him finish, let's see why Back Again would be used. Blast his ass. I don't even ask when it comes to cash. They catch him, blast his ass. Jam, get out that jam. I gave him 50 and gotta ask again. He was catching murders way back then. That's when the max was in. Let's break this down, right? Now, allegedly, blast his ass. I don't even ask when it comes to cash. They catch him, blast his ass. This is supposed to be in reference to none other than FBG Cash, who was very close with FBG Duck and all of the guys associated with that side. Cash was one of the last to die. One of the last things he did was take a picture at King Von's mural right outside of O Block, putting on Instagram, whole world witness your main sniper get his shit splack. And I mean, not long after this, Cash got killed. And the photos came out of him laying there stiff as shit.
Damn.
It's just a recurring event. Someone mocks the dead and then joins them. So allegedly, this was about Cash. I don't even ask when it come to Cash. They catch him, blast his ass. And how I would break that down is, it's not even a question. If you see him, kill him. Jam, get out that jam. I gave him 50, ain't gotta ask again. He was catching murders way back then. That's when the max was in. Now, this is a throwback story post of Lil Durk saying, Jam, where you at, bitch? And apparently Durk gave OTF Jam $50,000 in cash after he came home.
When keeping it real goes wrong, man. You niggas rapping about this shit, how much you paying a nigga for a hit, then you taking pictures of you giving him money. I just gave it to him because he got out of jail. Oh, so you just blessed this nigga because he got out of jail, huh? $50,000 just because your homie got out of jail, huh? Okay. That shit come with a catch. Basically, that's what they're going to use. Nigga, this shit came with a catch. And here's why. $50,000 right here when he got out of jail, and look what he said in the song. I gave him 50 to blast his ass.
The streets. I'm talking about blood, like that shit gonna shake. Real family though.
You got that.
Real members only.
Get out that jam and give him 50, he ain't gotta ask again, bro.
Fact.
I love both of them. Can't. That shit forever.
And then obviously saying that Jam was catching murders way back when the Max was in. I mean, this is like back in the day. So he's basically alleging that OTF Jam is an old hitter. Been a hitter. Jam said he loved Durk for giving him $50K when he got out. Well, we're gonna see how much he loves Durk inside of this federal courtroom, because now apparently he's gonna testify and say it all.
But obviously, you know, in that song, he talks about, you know, Jam got out that jam, I gave him 50,000, he ain't got to ask again. Well, they're basically saying that Jam is going to testify and cooperate and say that 50,000 that Durk gave him that he rapped about him back again, which bear in mind was made before King Von even died. But Jam is going to testify and say that he believes that he was given that money basically as like, you know, as a show of loyalty to basically kind of get, you know, some kind of like future, as basically not like a prepayment, but basically like on the hopes that in future he might be able to do things for him. He might be able to slide for him. Now, what's crazy is that he's allegedly gonna testify that actually when they were filming a music video, at some point, okay, this is absolutely crazy. At some point, all right, Durk and a bunch of the other members apparently confronted Jam in a bathroom. They took him into the bathroom, which is super weird, and they apparently confronted him, and they basically said, "You moving too hot, you're gonna get us jammed up. You got to be more careful about committing murders, and you're gonna get the feds on us." Now, apparently that wasn't talking about the Pab murder. Apparently there's other murders, and it sounds like he's actually going to admit to the feds.
How the fuck do they know that? Like, why would you tell them that? Why would you even bring that up? Like, that's what be so crazy about this shit. Like, these niggas go in here telling shit they ain't got to tell, bro. Like, why would you even bring that up?
He was doing all kinds of murders that haven't even been prosecuted by the sounds of it, not even related to this murder, and that he was basically a top hitter in OTF and for the Black Disciples, and that it was really that serious, and Jam was doing all that. So Jam's name came up a couple times.
Now, Trench's news, love him or hate him, from what I remember.
Oh, shit, look, that's the same nigga. That's the nigga we was just talking about. Okay, I'll sleep there. Okay, that's his whole thing, his whole moniker. He puts a shiesty on and reports the news out there. Okay, I just learned something new. My bad, big dog. I thought you was some bullshit on here, man.
Came out that he was like a paid informant from Chicago, and he was really around a lot of people, you know, famous people in the drill music scene. But he's saying FBG Cash was shot and killed for Lil Durk by OTF Jam, which is crazy, because that means the same person testifying against Durk was literally the same one that took out Cash, and then Durk literally put it in a song. And this is the thing about these killer snitches, right? Is just because they're snitching, it doesn't mean they're not a killer. OTF Jam, the alleged informant in Chicago rapper Lil Durk's murder for hire case, is out of jail on house arrest and daring anyone to come try him. Now, this is a story post that he put to his own Instagram, dropping an address. And he would say 30 this for, and anybody else that feel like they like that, I'm doing something Sammy the Bull didn't do. I'm dropping my own location, fresh out on house arrest. I'm trying to see who trying to get it in blood. It was a whole lot of woofing when I was in jail. Now it's time to show and prove.
Oh yeah, he came out on bullshit. He came out on straight demon time, nigga. Damn. That's the crazy shit. Like, bro, the main shooters be the snitches now more than ever, man. The main shooters are the snitches. And then come out and say, I dare one of you niggas say something. I gun your ass down. I dare you say something to me, nigga. Yeah, I snitch on them niggas. Fuck them niggas. I shoot you too, nigga. That's crazy.
Now, for anyone that doesn't know, Sammy the Bull was basically John Gotti's hitman. He caught like 17 and 19 murders, snitched on John Gotti, and then barely did any time for any of the murders, right? So Jam is comparing himself to Sammy the Bull. It's crazy because we got some people from Chicago speaking out. 600 Breezy, I know Jam. If he was going to snitch, he would have snitched a long time ago.
At first, there was like OTF Jam, and then you stopped hearing his name.
I know Jam personally.
Oh, really?
Like,
okay.
Personally. So, my mom's side, that St. Life Evans, St. Lawrence, all that shit, Evans Mob, Hit Squad, all that shit like that, where Jam is from, he would be considered my op, but he not because of my other people type shit, because he's from 79th and Vernon. Jam, I don't think Jam, if Jam was gonna snitch, he'd have been snitched on a lot of shit a long time ago. Jam's done a lot of time in jail. Like Jam, real nigga. Like I tilt my hat to him. I ain't never seen Jam do no bitch ass shit. So when they started saying his name, I was the first nigga probably like, I don't believe that. I gotta see proof.
Another one. This is how I know Jam didn't snitch on Lil Durk. I don't believe it 100%.
Mention to him, Jam ain't had enough time out here for them to get that type of bond with Jam. So put it on Jam. I'll Jam a snitch. Have that shit been put out yet? That it was a wire warrant in the case? Have the documents, the black and white, say that someone with a wire?
No, we have to check Pacer.com.
No, wait, hold on. They say they got audio recordings, video recordings.
But how you know they will say 100%. They will tell you wiretap.
Let me finish. I don't think they're being
Wiretap.
actually specific of who and what, but they are saying that they got audio.
But they will tell you 100% that it's wiretap.
Now here's the thing, right? Regardless of anyone's personal opinion, Jam might have been a stone cold killer and no one thought he was gonna snitch, whatever. They're saying in court they've identified him as the prosecutor's witness number 1 and he's gonna testify. And the thing is this.
And he wrote a fucking note. Breaking everything down, I assume. Wrote a fucking note. Confirming. Yeah, man. Sad day for Chirac, man. This is a sad day for Chirac. Durk. Everybody was, free Durk, free Durk, free Durk. Everybody screaming free Durk. But then, did you think that your mans, not one, but two, would turn on you? But then look at the little nigga we just showed you. He in the video with the other nigga acting like he a shooter, like he pull up, we in the hood. And then go straight to get arrested. I'll tell you about the murders. I'll tell you everything. I don't want to go to jail. That's how these niggas be. This is crazy.
If Jam sat down with the feds, right? And he's talking to the feds and he's going to give them information and he's going to be talking about all of these things. I've never been in any federal situation, knock on wood, I don't ever want to. But from what I understand, he can't just tell about this. He has to tell about everything. Now, this is Gene Borello. He was an associate of, I believe, the Bonanno crime family, the mafia. And he cooperated, went against them. But he's going to break down how when you snitch, when you cooperate with the federal fucking government, you can't just tell on one thing. Because they're talking about a different mob guy in this video. And he's saying you can't just snitch on that. You have to tell them every single fucking crime you've ever committed. So when they give you a pass, the pass is for every single crime you've ever committed. But if you didn't tell them something and it isn't documented, that's gonna fuck you.
No, but the thing with this is, and like I said, I'm fair. I just keep it real. You can't sit with the government and just cooperate on that, especially when he has all that stuff in his past. So like when you when you sit down with them, they're not worried about you cooperating against those guys. They're gonna want also mafia stuff. So if he did sit with the government, with the agents, he's gonna have to tell them everything he's done in his life. That's just part of the deal. So he has to admit to everything he's done. They're not gonna just let you sit there and talk about whatever he's saying. They're gonna ask for everything you've done since you're 5 years old. That's the way it works. So when you do agree to a proffer, you have to admit to everything you ever done in your life. That's the only thing where that's getting mixed up, you know?
So from my understanding, Jam is gonna have to sit down, or probably already has sat down with the feds and explain to them every single murder he's committed. And so he can't just be like, oh, Durk this, Durk that. No, he has to explain everything he's done.
I think that's what makes sense now. The fact, remember a few moments ago, I just said, why would he say that they pulled him in the bathroom to say, you got to slow down, you're doing too many murders out here? The only reason that would make sense for you to say that is because you're telling them, you told them or you're about to tell them about all the murders. Because why the fuck would you even bring that up to the feds to offer up, hey, Durk and them pulled me in the bathroom and say I'm doing too many murders? Unless you're going to tell them about all the murders you've done. And that makes sense right now what he's saying there.
Which is gonna more so prove how dangerous he is. And then he's gonna drop, yeah, this is why Durk was shouting me out. This is why Durk gave me money. This is what Durk sent me to go do. This is dangerous. Now, it also came up in court. The feds revealed Lil Durk was mad at 6ix9ine and Wack 100 for trolling him about not sliding for Vaughn. And the interview was a major motivation for him to really slide. Federal prosecutors brought—
Damn, Wack 100 and found his way in this one, huh? Wack, you know they're going to try to drag you for this, man. The internet going to drag you for this. They're going to say, Wack strikes again. All right, listen, at some point, we got to hold these goddamn goofies accountable, man. Niggas will find every excuse under the sun not to just point the finger and say, look, Lil Durk was a fucking idiot, bro. Let's stop sugarcoating this shit. He was a fucking idiot. You out here living life, you doing it. I get it, that's your man's, but the way you doing it, if you're going to do it, don't be sloppy, brother. You just in text messages, just having these conversations and leaving a fucking trail, a digital trail. You just on camera showing all your hitters. Keep your hitman off the camera, nigga. Why you got your hitman all in the cameras? Why are you dropping your hitman names all in the songs? Come on, man. We got to hold these niggas accountable, man. Who the fuck tells the goddamn world what your hitman name is, how much you pay him? Even though you're not saying, hey, he my hitman, but hell, you probably are saying it. You niggas, them Chirac niggas is crazy. But hey, I give Jam 50, he get out that jam. Why are you even saying shit like that? If this is what you're really doing. Now, if it's one thing if you're saying it and that's not what you're really doing and it just sound good because you want to sound like a capo, a crime boss, it's entertainment. I get it. Okay, cool. But if you're really doing that, you shouldn't be putting that in your songs, bro. You're a fucking idiot.
Up the 6ix9ine and Wack 100 interview during Lil Durk's court hearing, arguing that their viral slide for Vaughn trolling negatively affected Durk's mindset and contributed to his alleged motivation to slide for Vaughn.
Nigga that put fucking 10 bullets in King Vaughn and he died there by himself. Why nobody slid for that? Yo, y'all want this?
No, I'm gonna be real with you.
No,
hold on. I discovered.
Say, yo, Durk,
listen, I discovered King Vaughn.
No,
when
I don't
King
want to talk about King Vaughn.
So I don't know.
Now, I feel like, of course, they're going to throw that in there, right? 6ix9ine is the king of trolls. So it's like, of course, the feds are going to be like, oh, you know, this pushed him even further in that direction because he didn't like the internet saying this and that, da-da-da. I mean, yeah, people were trolling. It was happening. And maybe it did have an effect on his mentality. You know, just like we saw with the DJ Academics interview with Durk, he was like, yeah, I don't see people saying that shit anymore. Do you see that? And Ak was like, nah, it slowed down. So it's like, Now, not only do we have OTF Jam being a snitch, we have new documents showing that OTF Vonnie allegedly identified as protective witness number 2 in Lil Durk's case. And I mean, this
is crazy. These niggas is going out so sad, bro. I think DURK had too much trust and faith in his homies. Like, I don't think nobody looks at their homeboy. Like, real homies, you don't never look at your homie like he a snitch on you. You don't look at your homie like that. I get it. You don't look at your homie that you grew up with and that you around all the time to be like, man, if we go down, this nigga snitch on me. Unless he's like always, like, it got to be something that makes you feel that way. But I feel like DURK felt like these niggas right here, the ones these are the ones I could trust. The rest of these niggas, they fuck niggas. But it's my circle of shooters right here. But listen, brother, I'm not trusting what? Doing hits for you, nigga? And then when they get caught, they got to report. They're gonna take less time or try to get out. And they got to report all the hits they ever did for you, not just this one we're on trial for. Hey, give me the back catalog. I need everything you ever did, nigga. Everything he ever did, everything you ever did for him, everything you did for your hood, every murder you did for. All right, I got you, bro. I'm gonna write it all down too. Y'all gonna grant me immunity? I can walk out of here. I'll be straight, protective witness. Oh, I'll tell you everything then. I'm not going back to jail. I just did 20 years. Damn. Sad times we're living in.
This came out that these two guys were the alleged snitches, and it wasn't necessarily confirmed, but these were the big rumors, and now it's 100% confirmed. And I mean, this is the proof here. Video depicting Banks, Vaughn, and PW2 purchasing jewelry. This was Vaughn, DURK, and Vaughnie inside an icebox. So we got DURK shopping. We got Vaughnie ass right here. We got Vaughn to the left. And what's crazy is if Vaughn knew he was a rat, Vaughn probably would have killed him himself.
Oh, hold on. Let's go watch this video. Lil Durk, and we're going to come back to this. We're going to pick up right here. But this video is only 4 minutes, so let's go watch this real quick. Lil Durk and King Von come to Icebox.
He has Drew Finley representing him. Once again, someone who represented you, who I know. So he's got the best lawyer you can get.
Yeah.
And
let's see, man. So this is OTF Vaughnie.
Hey, Vaughn, whatever you want to engrave on it, let us know. We'll engrave it on it. Yeah. Okay, but
DURK, yo, crazy.
You want DURK, yo, crazy on it? Or just DURK? All right, DURK. This is a monumental moment.
India on that one.
Okay.
What do you want? Put India. No, thanks.
Yeah, that's a monumental moment. You guys been in my VIP finds, you know, for the last, I would say 2-3 years. And I want to just present this to you. You know, so that way, you know, you can carry everything safely. Not have to worry about anything, diamonds falling out. You can, you know, everything's accounted for. Yeah.
This is the one I needed.
Yeah, check it out. Yeah. Yeah. So you can, you can start putting some stuff in there. Yeah. You want to test it out? Yeah, check it out. Yeah. The best part is the big Cuban. You can put it right here. You see it?
DURK for the plate, you want turkey or turkey or crazy?
So we can do 300. We can do DURK or crazy.
Turkey
Like,
or crazy.
just like this font right here. Or
Yeah.
Okay. You don't want to wear everything out, right? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna help you put everything back. So this is our gift to you.
One of the best boxes.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Yeah. No, everybody tell us this the best box.
Might say something? No, I got you.
And Banks, I'll invoice you for the this.
Let's go.
Yeah. Nah, I was like, he's like, let's do it. All the rings, you know, we can.
Drew this shit. He got the look.
Oh, dang, my bad. Oh man.
Ain't droopy.
Yeah, it's drippy. Hey, what's
your can't deny this one, man. In the goddamn jewelry store with motherfucking witness number 2 and King Von. Can't deny that's you, brother.
Ring you got from me? Let me know. We'll trade it back in for something.
Go ahead. I ain't gonna keep it around you. I know you bought these.
Yeah, he got the baguette.
Yeah. We got a problem.
Where you from? What's up? Okay. Oh, that's easy.
Chainsaw.
That's easy. Oh, Wildest will take that right off. Yeah.
One day.
Yeah. Hey, check this out. Yeah, you want to record this? Yeah. We're gonna do a magic trick. I'm David Blaine. Yeah, watch this. All right, start twisting it.
Yep, let's do that. And you said you wanted Cuban?
Man, rescue 911, bro. You know what? I like this to face like this when you open it.
All right, let's see. Okay, let's go back. So that's Vonnie right there. Okay.
I don't even think Vaughn would have sent anybody. I think Vaughn would have did it himself, to be honest. But this video has got 6.7 million views from 7 years ago, and nobody would have known that years later, Vaughn would be dead and DURK would be standing next to the man that's going to testify against him.
Ooh. I didn't even look at it like that. That is crazy when you look at it. His homeboy right here is dead. Rest in peace, King Von. And then his other man's right here is the main nigga that's about to snitch in his court case. Fuck. Celebrating these high moments, man. These priceless moments with your homies, man. I'm taking you for the ride with me, nigga. I'm enjoying my success of being a hip hop artist, a booming hip hop artist. I'm taking you on a ride with me. Why did you turn on me, my nigga? Why would you turn on me? What did I do to you, bro? Was it the time you asked me for some money and I told you no, even though I gave you money 15 other times? The one time I said no, is that why you turned on me, my nigga? Because niggas do that fast. When you saying yes to a nigga, they're your best friend. As soon as you say no, that nigga's your worst enemy.
This is the cold reality of, really crime. Vonnie could have told in anything. It could have been a robbery. It could have been anything. And Vonnie had a lot of participation in this case, Allegedly, according to the paperwork, Vonnie was the main one setting everything up. He was acting like the face for DURK. So, of course, he's going to be like, nah, DURK did all this. DURK was behind this. He ain't trying to spend forever in federal prison. And for him to even have a chance at coming home, he has to make sure that DURK spends forever in federal prison.
Damn.
But that is the update. Let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section. Do y'all think DURK is cooked? Do you think he has a fighting chance?
DURK is cooked. If DURK beat this shit, salute. But he's fucking cooked. Damn. Yeah, that's bad, bro. I don't like that, man. I don't like that. I hate to see that type shit, man. Like, these your niggas, man. Your niggas snitching on your right-hand man, the nigga that you popping it about, one of your right-hand mans, the niggas you got high respect for in your hood. You an older homie, nigga. You one of my niggas. I'm rapping about you. You see how 600 Breezy talking about you? You got respect in the streets. Nobody look at you as a snitch. Everybody look at you like a stand-up nigga, and you the main one. The main one? And not only are you going to talk about this, you're going to tell every murder, and you're going to write a statement. Damn, bro. I done gave you $50,000. Listen, for one, you're stupid doing a hit and risking your freedom over $50,000. God damn, my nigga. I'm not going out here. Ain't a nigga right now could walk up and be like, Pun, lose your freedom, man. It's a chance you could lose your freedom if you get caught. But nigga, if you don't, you get to enjoy this $50,000. $50,000. I'm going to go risk my life, my freedom to kill somebody for 50. Bitch, you better up that shit. Give a nigga M or something, nigga. What is your fucking freedom worth, nigga? What is your freedom worth, y'all? If somebody right now, we just doing hypotheticals. If somebody right now wanted you to go off somebody, and let's say you was with that type of shit, what would they have to pay you? Not saying you who you are today and who you are now, but if we're being hypothetical, if you was with the bullshit, how much they got to pay you? 50,000? That's pretty low. God damn, nigga. He said, I might do it. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, that nigga said, I might do it. 50 whole grand? Y'all crazy, man. Yo, freedom, we're talking about, hear me out. Your freedom, if you get caught, you're going to jail for life. Unless you're going to be a snitch. Now, that's part two. Are you going to snitch if you get caught? That's the other part. Are you going to snitch if you get caught? Million up. Million up. I might do it. Good question. 50 whole grand. They've been risking their life for free. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. If you are out here doing it for free, that's a great fucking point. That's a great point. So basically, you exploit these niggas. They out here doing it for free anyway. So 50,000, I'm out here already doing it. I'm on the block every day shooting niggas for free. So come over here and say 50,000, just give me a targeted hit. Oh yeah, bet. So yeah, for those type niggas, that makes sense. Yes, okay, that's a good point. They doing it for free anyway. They out here collecting bodies. They collecting bodies anyway, man. God damn, these niggas is wilding, bro. This is bad, bro. This is very bad. Hold on, now I want to go back. Hey, Trench News, my bad, dog. I didn't know you was out here popping. Let's see what he's talking about. OTF Jam told feds he killed for Lil Durk. They did me dirty. All right, now I'm going to listen to Trench News, man. Let's see.
Remember, you want to support me? Go to Nene Marie's News, and I'm back at y'all with another one. Appreciate all the support. Thanks for everyone who subscribed to the channel. If you ain't subbed to my channel, make sure you do. Make sure you join the membership. Shout out to all my mods and wrenches. Remember, if you got anything extra, I said extra, not food, hygiene, clothes, bag it up, take it outside, and give it to the less fortunate. Remember, we all one step away from being homeless. Mother Nature could come destroy everything, and now you're homeless, so make sure you get back. Let's say the kids, the women, the elderly, the neutrons, and civilians. It's Wednesday, y'all. Make sure you keep your head on the swivel. Remember, CPD can't save you or your local police department, so make sure you're aware of your surroundings and know where your kids are. Today on Trenches News. All right, y'all, we got to talk about OTF Jam. We got to talk about OTF Vonnie. Trenches News told y'all, man. I went on Academics about 1.5 years ago and told Academics this. He ain't believe it. He even sneaked this and said about when Vonnie came out, when I had brought out the text messages. But I'm here to tell you, man, hey, I am the truth. I'm the go to this Chicago drill, period. You hear me? So with that being said, man, make sure y'all smash that like button so this video get around. If you got Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, Twitch, Facebook Market, Lil Durk, they hooked them up. Smash that hype button and that like button. All right, y'all, once again, man, hey, look, the feds, they had superseded the indictment. So Jam is no longer co-conspirator 2. He's PW1. Vonnie is PW2. So everything that I told y'all was real, man. That about Vonnie, the bloggers, they came out saying that Trenches Newsline, he making up stories. They connected to OTF and all this. And, you know, and when I said Jam, you know, firsthand, I know Jam. I don't know Vonnie like that. I know his daddy, but I don't know Vonnie. But I know Jam. But Vonnie daddy sent me the text message, and I put it out there. But everybody took it and ran with it as if they put the text message and voice messages and everything. You know, they hate to get...
Wait, what do you mean Vonnie daddy told... Wait, so his own dad told that his son was snitching? Oh, yeah, I got to get caught up on this shit. Wait, what? His own dad? Hey, my son a snitch. Damn, if so, that's crazy. But let's keep watching.
Trench News is props. But I told y'all the reason why Jam did it. The reason why Jam did it, man, because Jam got caught with that switch. He was with his cousin. He got boxed in on 71st and Wabash. And when the U.S. Marshals boxed him in, they caught a switch. Jam tried to put it on his cousin, but that wasn't working. They wanted Jam for the murder for hire and stalking, as we know now, of Lil Pop. They know he was involved with it. So when Jam went to jail for the switch and they didn't tell him about the little Pab situation, he had wrote a note, and it's in the paperwork that he had wrote a note and told them that he knew about murders. But
that's the fucking note. That's the note that they want to submit, the handwritten note.
Got to take consideration that Lil Durk and them laughed at him. I want everybody in the world to take consideration, and to the youth. Hey, y'all pay attention to this and don't get in the streets because there's no love. Now, Jam killed a whole bunch of people for them. He killed a couple of people for them, you know, and for him not to call you and get a lawyer or no matter what happened, You can't put your emotions in front of a lawyer for a killer who know about you, who know everything about you, who the one doing the killing. You jeopardizing your freedom. Lil Durk could have easily threw Jam a lawyer, $20,000 lawyer, $15,000 lawyer to fight that gun case. But he didn't. Jam had told him, and I told y'all this 2 years ago, that he was going to come in there with him. And Lil Durk did. He also told the other guys what they brought up in the new paperwork, that y'all playing with my name out there. Y'all selling drugs. I knocked off a book for y'all. The BDs from 79th, Patone and 30. They in jail. The ones who tipped Zoo off that ATF was talking about Lil Durk and them. All this is in the paperwork and facts. But I got proof that Booney Mo is co-conspirator number 5. I've been told y'all whoever number 5 is, they in trouble because him and Lil Durk called for Jam, you know, and now we know it's Booney Mo, the one who called for Jam. I'm going to play this video for y'all, and then I'm going to get back to y'all. All right, y'all. So the top is the first superseding indictment with Lil Durk and them, and then the bottom is the new paperwork that Trap Lord Ross going to explain. So the overact, number 4, on August 18, 2022, co-conspirators, including co-conspirator 5, asked co-conspirator 2 to travel to Southern California later that day, and that was to kill Lil Pop, and they talking about Jam. Here go Trap.
Damn, to get flued out. Come get flued out so you can handle this business. How the fuck do they got this? Let me see. They got the message of it. These motherfuckers was just texting this shit to each other. A fucking hit, my nigga. And we on the phone texting this. Hey, man, come on. We got to fly you out to California to handle this business. These niggas sloppy.
They basically said, the prosecution said, well, look, Jam was first recruited for the murder. And this was interesting. It said he was recruited by Booney Mo, and apparently Booney Mo said to Jam directly, Blood, in reference to Durk, Blood wants to fly you out. Now, that's a little bit of a pause, I'm not going to lie. So Jam getting flown out by Durk, but he ain't getting flown out like some of these other people getting flown out by Durk. They're saying that Booney Mo recruited him to get flown out for this murder, and he's going to testify to that. That's bad. So the voice note was apparently Booney Mo later saying that Blood, in reference to Lil Durk, wants to put money in the hood for sliders. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. He a multi-millionaire rapper. They talking about he doing songs with Drake. Him holding money doesn't mean anything. Well, why is there a voice note of people saying that he wants to put money in the hood for sliders? Like, that's not really a great look. So they're basically saying that Booney is actually speaking on behalf of Lil Durk. They're saying that he directed these sliders, these stolen cars, to be purchased for the specific purpose of committing crimes. They're saying that Durk is the one exercising control over the group and the individuals in it. And they're saying that this text is basically context for the voice note that is
Yeah, so it's safe to say that co-conspirator number 5 is Booney Mo. And co-conspirator number 5, according to the first superseding indictment, told the feds that Lil Durk had money out for the killings, man. He told them that. You can go and read it yourself, man.
Damn.
But to everybody who had doubted me about OTF Jam and Vonnie, hey, look, man. Hey, just remember.
This nigga Durk, man. Durk, ain't no fucking way, man. So, this nigga's dumb. Listen, man. I'm speechless at this point. Durk, you that fucking sloppy, bro? You just telling everybody you got hits out? Hey, I got a hit on this nigga head. Anybody get it done, nigga, come on. Matter of fact, fuck it, nigga. I'm tired of this shit. We know where the location is. Ain't none of you niggas gonna do it. I'm gonna fly you niggas out. Matter of fact, hey, hit them niggas up. Let them know I'm gonna fly these niggas out. You hit them up, tell them what's going on. Hey, matter of fact, then we gonna put up the money. We gonna have you niggas go out here, go buy, on camera, go buy ski mask, get the rental car. You know what I'm saying? Y'all on camera, y'all document it everywhere y'all go. Go to In-N-Out after y'all done committing the murder, and then we're gonna have y'all when y'all fly right back to Chicago. Why did y'all come to LA for? When y'all come to LA, why did y'all grab ski mask? Like, all them niggas talking. They probably all the shooters talking. All them niggas involved talking, man. You can't tell me they ain't all talking. These niggas is idiots.
When you say bad things about my name, put this on top of my accolades. Put this with my accolades, with all my trophies, man. You know? Hey, but DJ Academics, I went on DJ Academics now, and I told DJ Academics everything that was going to happen. And this is old, so I'm finna play this for y'all, and then I'm up out of here, man. I'm gonna see y'all on live tonight. We finna get lit, man. Make sure y'all there, man, and make sure y'all be safe.
They were accused, or actually that guy was accused of killing D-Thing, but how did you know?
Nah, it's just the streets, just being from the streets. If you type in from the streets, like what the internet don't know, but if nobody knows something about it, bro, like the streets talk, bro. Like everybody in the streets know who murdered all these guys.
Really?
But you know what I'm saying? But ain't nobody talking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's for real, bro. Like the streets know. Like somebody could get killed in the neighborhood. If nobody know, the streets know who got killed.
So,
and that's how it's just been for the last 14 years. And then the police, when a person died, like Vaughn, they just pile them up with bodies. You know, they just pile them up. He did this to close the case.
And by the way, so let me ask you this question too, because you were so accurate. So I watched this video 7 months ago, and you said literally, you said, "Hey, around August, we're going to find out who paid for this murder." How the hell did you know it was gonna come out around this time? How do you know?
Man, it's just you just watch, you just pay attention. You know, I be on the federal.
Wait, who is this nigga? What is this nigga? He work with the police? Fill me in on this Trenches News nigga. Do he work with the police? Is he a snitch? Is he a... Fill me in. I'm late to the party on who he is. Let me know in the comment section.
Sites and all that. You just gotta watch, man. Like they had a reward out for these guys who got the indictment. They been had a reward out for them and everything. They've been on the run. You know, they put their pictures out of shit. And if you know them, if you know them once you see them, like once they run across them, then he's like, oh yeah, you know, it's just a matter of time.
Interesting. So let me ask you this, and I guess I'm gonna bring Myron into this. So Myron, you here, brother?
Yeah, I am. I just have my mic muted.
Oh, so what I wanted to ask you.
Wait, what? He's a paid informant. He's a rat. Yeah, he a rat. I'll give him 60-40. In August, my ass. How the fuck did he know this was going to happen in August? How did he know that information? And then he on here talking like, yeah. The way he talking is crazy. Like, wait. So they got all this shit going on in Chicago, and it's a nigga who's on YouTube telling everything what's happening in Chicago? Snitching? So is this content, do he be snitching on YouTube? Or did he snitch before and now he just does YouTube, but he don't snitch on here? That's crazy. God damn. And he was probably, let me guess, he was probably a shooter before he turned to a rat, right? He was probably a gunner. He was probably out there laying shit down, and then he turned into a snitch.
Is that, so if we're seeing two separate murder for hire charges that possibly could involve DURK, is this a type of situation you would consolidate, especially if there's other, you know, either attempted shootings and other stuff, maybe guns, drugs, whatever. Would it make sense to consolidate all of this under a RICO charge that's a superseding indictment?
Hold on, wait. Now y'all got me in the comments. He was a robber. He told on a stand. He took a stand on somebody. He was a robber, but not a shooter. He even snitched in a DURK case. Oh, shit. He said he was robbing shit. He ain't no killer. He got exposed as a snitch after he already was on YouTube telling stories. Damn. 216, I was about to say the same. He was a thief, a store runner. He never belonged nowhere. So he went on live and did the same thing Ross did. Damn. Wow. That is crazy. And he's still in Chicago? He's still in Chirac? He's still out there reporting on Chirac shit and living out there, a known snitch? Damn, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, so really good question. So they have two choices here. They can either consolidate it and do this all under RICO, right? But I want to be very clear about this. RICO cases are not easy to prosecute because you have to get a Department of Justice approval from headquarters, right? And you got to push it through your chain of command. So it's not necessary. I don't think that they're going to have time, because keep in mind they arrested DURK on a criminal complaint, which gives them roughly 10 to 14 days to indict him, because a criminal complaint never suffices as a formal charge. They need to indict him at some point. So I don't know if they'll have the indictment ready with racketeering statutes in time for that, but I absolutely think that the door is open for them to do a RICO charge in the future, because obviously this organization meets elements that are required under RICO, racketeering activity, which we already have a murder for hire. which would suffice. Now, if I'm not mistaken, a RICO might need 2 or 3 different crimes to suffice, but they can easily probably establish how these guys are involved in maybe drug trafficking, shootings, any of this other stuff. They could probably tie the FBG Duck murder to this. So I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't pursue a RICO in the future, but they don't necessarily have to. And I don't know if they'll have one in time by the time they have to get DURK indicted, but they can absolutely do that in the future with a superseding indictment if they choose to do that. The biggest thing is they need to prove that it's an enterprise, a criminal enterprise, and they need to prove crimes that fall under the racketeering statutes, which murder absolutely qualifies, drug trafficking, extortion, any of these types of organized criminal activities typically.
Hey, so I want to ask a question, and we could have Trenches answer this, and then you could answer it afterwards, Martin. There's the rumor that's going around that there's an individual that goes by the name of OTF Jam, and they're saying that he wore a wire. Now, I'm thinking we're in motherfucking 2024. Why wear a wire? You could just put your phone on the table and record the whole motherfucking call. A wire seems bad old school. But what do you think? And by the way, Trenches, I heard you speak about Jam. I didn't know. I thought Jam was just some guy. You said he's kind of known as a killer. We're not saying he killed nobody, but you're saying that's his reputation. What do you think the likelihood is that he's cooperating? And what do you think the likelihood that maybe he recorded DURK and other people while they were discussing crimes?
Well, the likelihood of him doing it, man, he whether it's Quando Rondo or another incident, he told some,
How do you
all
know?
the
How do
members,
you know?
all the members said it that he told.
Oh, so that's word on the street.
Members, 300 members, they say he told.
Oh,
so I don't know, but about the wire thing, his people hit me up and said that he wanted to get bonded out, and they don't know nothing about no wire, but he did make a threat to a DURK, like, if you want to come in, I'm talking about how you gonna play how you gonna play somebody who be putting in work and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And they took it as a threat, and that he told us. Yeah, they say he told.
Wait, so are you saying that he made a threat towards DURK? Like, basically saying, yo,
y'all
I've
playing
been
with me,
holding
nigga.
you down, because I heard you say something about like his baby mama called DURK for a lawyer, and
Y'all
and
playing
DURK
with me,
may have,
nigga.
like, brushed it off, and they're like, yo.
See, that goes back to what I'm saying, bro. You could yes, a nigga, they your best friend. As soon as you say no. So what I've gathered from this is the nigga, as soon as he got in the jam and he got caught with that switch, nigga, he wanted DURK to put up money for a lawyer. And DURK said, nah. DURK didn't put up that money for a lawyer, so he said, you know what? Let me get this piece of paper. Let me get this pencil. Hey, check this out. I know about murders. I know about other murders. And slid on the paper. The moment he didn't get the goddamn lawyer, hey, are y'all playing with me? Y'all think I'm a joke? I'm out here doing this shit for us, nigga, for you, nigga. But the thing is, he's been paying you, nigga. But you got the spot hot. We told you slow down, bro. The point that they got to tell you to slow down is crazy. As much as these niggas rap about murder, kill, the point, the fact that they got to tell you, hey, slow down, my nigga. You're doing too many murders. You making it hot over here. That mean you was out here in overtime going stupid. To the point where, okay, now it's all making sense. If you listen to that song, okay, you don't even got to call me. Just do it. I got you. I'm going to pay you. So he said, okay. That's all I need to know. So he out that motherfucker picking shit off. Bing, 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 bing. Hey, I did 4, nigga. Send that bread. Bing, bing, bing. I did 3 more. Send that bread. Bing, bing. He picking shit off. So he eating good probably. He probably over there. And then when he got caught in that jam, after they was like, hey, slow the fuck down, nigga, you going too crazy. Hey, nigga, hey, send that. I need y'all, hey, get me up out of here. I need that. Nah, hey, it's too hot right now, nigga. We can't do that. If we do that, nigga, it's gonna fuck up. Oh, yeah? Oh, for real? And that's what cracked this whole shit off. That's what I'm getting from watching all this shit. And mind you, So he cracked all this shit off. OTF Jam is the reason DURK is in this situation right now because of the one time he said no. The one time DURK said no. It was all good while he was paying you. As soon as he said, hey, it's hot right now, I can't pay you, nigga, you tripping? I know about murders. I know about murders. This nigga crazy.
Oh, you're not supposed to brush off my call when I need something. Like, I'm the guy who does the dirt for you.
That's facts.
Mm.
And them type of situations, you gotta look at it like you can't play everybody like no little kid. Everybody ain't C-Thang now. Everybody ain't the old block 6. You hear me? Like, you got some real demons out there like, nigga, you finna buy me out. You hear me? No matter what I did. Or you gonna come in with me. Shit.
Oh, see, there it is. There it is right there. So basically now you try to bully a nigga. Oh, so that makes even more sense. Oh, you think I'm pussy, like you just gonna tell me what to do with my money. Hey, you gonna bail me out, nigga, or you finna come in here with me. You got me fucked up, nigga. You finna come in here with me. Well, I ain't bailing you out, bitch. Do what you gotta do. All right, say less. And here we are. Damn, niggas going out sad, dog. Yo, shooter, yo, hitman turned on you and said, bitch, you gonna fucking bail me out or you coming in here with me, nigga? That's some crazy shit to say to a nigga. And then now your ego is kicking in. Now your ego, because this nigga basically talking to you like you was a bitch with your money. And you know, niggas don't like other niggas telling them what to do with their bread. You gonna bail me out, nigga. No, the fuck I ain't, nigga. I bet I don't, nigga. All right, for sure. Bitch, I'm telling on you. Bitch, you coming up in here with me then, bitch. I see you in jail, nigga. And then you know what happens with that. If I'm out here paying for hits already, if somebody's saying, my hitman is saying he gonna take me to jail, well, now we gotta redirect that energy to the hitman. Hold on, look, hey, I need one of y'all niggas. That nigga Jam, it's a 50 piece on his head right now. Anybody want it? Damn, these niggas are sloppy.
Sometimes you gotta make them threats for niggas to jump off their couch and go send that bond money.
Oh, wow. Hey,
you gotta feed the killers, man. If you participate in a crime, bro, you gotta feed the killers, man. I'm telling you, bro, you gotta feed them all. You gotta feed them all.
Woody
bro.
said the same thing, by the way. Woody said basically he was getting frustrated with Thug because, and it's the first time I've ever heard street dudes speak like this. They said, I'm not no crash out, and you're not going to just leave me in jail to rot while you're just having a time of your life, without,
crazy.
Me feeling like I'm adequately, either cared for or whatever. That's kind of interesting.
Oh,
okay,
that's
Trenches
crazy.
News. So I seen you kind of cut, you said there's another murder, which is FBG Cash's murder. You said those guys ain't get locked up, but they better be looking up and better get on the run. And now
they better run, man, like the pumped up chicks. You better run, outrun the feds. They better run, bro. I'm telling you.
All right, so fill me in. When this nigga Trenches News took the stand, he took the stand on behalf of FBG Duck, not FBG Cash. So for the FBG Duck trial, he took the stand. And then Cash, they say, is one of the last of the ones to get killed from over there. Okay. So that's a whole separate situation. Now, who finna tell on this FBG Cash shit? Who finna expose all them dark secrets? Is it finna be Jam, is what he's saying? Damn. Ain't no fucking way, bro.
I tell Dirk to run. He would have been overseas, man, if he would listen to me.
No, you did. Hold on.
Brought up his name in Duck trial. I tried to.
No, you
Dirk,
did.
You better run, man. Move off them lawyer. Brought your name up. I wasn't playing. The lawyers brought his name up.
Who? Wait. Break that down. Because you did say he should run, and I think people were just thinking you were just talking shit. But now it makes okay. How did his name come up? By the way, you were one of the people who were at the court. Matter of fact, you did a video where you walked into the federal courtroom. I don't know how you were alone, but I guess you were there, like probably prepping for the testimony you did, and you got somehow a time to record a video. How did you hear Durk's name? Break this down to me.
Hey, no, actually, the courtroom, that's like a federal courtroom, but I was just playing around with a skit. But in the courtroom, man, they brought up D-Thing and they brought up DURK, man. They said that they was the high-ranking gang members that was BDs, and they said that that D-Thing had the one who called Muwop. He the one called Muwop when Teezy called, the guy who called on DURK, seen DURK downtown. He called D-Thing in the store, and D-Thing called it, Muwop. So D-Thing will be in jail right now.
Really?
So okay, so this raises a question, man. The D-Thing got killed at the club, right? He got killed at the club. And then I saw, we did a reaction where it was a nigga in Atlanta that got killed that they said had something to do with that. Now, my question is this, like, are they going to put that together, that DURK paid for that too? But remember, this trial ain't about the gang shit and all that shit. This is only about the Lil Pop shit and shit related to that. They was throwing out a gang, so it's another trial coming up after that, allegedly, that's what's going on. I got to get caught up. I kept hearing them saying it's another trial after this trial. But right now, this trial coming up on Monday is for Lil Pop, the murder of Lil Pop and the Quano Rondo shit. But thanks to goddamn OTF Jam, he about to open a whole can of worms and exploit all these other murders. And then OTF Vonnie is about to exploit all kind of other shit, expose all kind of other shit. Oh, man. So now they finna crack the code. If all these niggas is finna start telling what they know on Lil Durk, if Durk did this shit for King Von, allegedly, imagine what he would do for his own brother. If y'all finna bring me down and prove that I did this for King Von, then goddamn, what I did for my brother, y'all finna really go off. Nigga, when they hear this shit and see these texts, my blood brother, nigga, and you niggas working with these motherfuckers and y'all telling everything, oh, this is gonna be ugly for Durk, man. God damn it, Durk, man. Shit.
He will be in jail right now. It's in the federal paperwork. He'll definitely be in, Von will be in jail right now, and Zell Money. All three of them will be in jail right now.
So basically, comparing it to that case with Dolph, Big Juke would be Durk's brother, D-Thing.
Yeah, he will be the same position Big Juke played.
Wow. So you heard this in court?
Yeah, it's in court. They asked about him in court. And Icebox got up there and told the OTF members came and picked up chains for King Von.
Wait, the Icebox nigga got on stand?
Icebox testified.
Wait, the Icebox jeweler testified?
The Icebox jewelers testified, man.
No, you're lying now. You're lying.
That they came in there, Von dropped off 2,000, and another OTF member came and picked it up with 14K. I hope they got taxes. I hope they got taxes on that money, man. They coming, man. Y'all better run.
Oh, the jewelers went on the stand, bro. Everybody going on the fucking stand, dog. What the fuck? Everybody's turning on Durk. Everybody's turning on Durk, man. Durk, you blew it, bro. You played yourself, man. If this nigga beat this case, then shit, bro. They gonna say that Durk a snitch. Watch. If Durk beat this case, they gonna say Durk a snitch, bro. I guarantee it. With all this shit against you, bro, all these niggas turning on you. Your main hitman, allegedly your main hitman, turning on you. How nasty is that? That is nasty work. Your main or one of your alleged hitmans turning on you. How the fuck you turn on me, nigga? God damn. All because you don't want to bail me out. Bitch, you ain't bailing me out, you come up in here with me. What type of mind state is that? Oh, you's a hoe. You ain't bailing me out. You're coming in here with me, motherfucker. You ain't finna be out here having the time of your life and having fun while I'm sitting up in goddamn jail. That's crazy.
Wait, so why are you so confident that this FBG cash murder thing is going to be included?
Oh, it is, man. I'm telling you, man, it is. It's gonna be included, man. You just let people fall, bro. This is how they operate, man. They let people fall, bro. And when you fall and fall and fall, then you're gonna have to call them. You're gonna have to call them for help, because them are gonna be the only people who can help you. And then that's when it gets solved, man. When you don't go and get your brothers out of jail, when you leave your brothers with no commissary act, that's what happens, man.
Wait, did DURK do that? Because I've always heard that DURK is the guy who pays for all the lawyers, gets everybody right. And I've actually heard that accusation about Sosa, low key, not DURK.
Hey, look.
What type of cop question was that? That was a crazy ass question to ask, man. What the fuck is wrong with these niggas, man? I actually heard that about Sosa, not DURK. What the fuck? Why are y'all on the internet talking like this? This is crazy, bro. The fact that we all sitting here putting this shit together based off the internet is crazy. That's how much niggas is on the internet just talking, bro. Just dropping names, who did what, when, where, why. So how easy y'all think it is for these cops, bro? This is crazy.
DURK got his favorites, man. Who he gonna pick, man? When you win the shit like that they in, you can't hide no favors, man. You gotta load up everybody's shit on the first of the month. You hear me? You can't just load up two gang member shit, bro, and there's 40 motherfuckers who was warm with you. That's insane, man. That's insane, bro. DURK's he was just supposed to take his money, him and India's kids, bro, and get some real police, man. That's his security, man.
Do you feel bad for DURK at all?
I feel bad for his kids, man. As far as me feeling bad for DURK, like, shit, I wish I had 60 million. You wish you had, I mean, you probably got it, but
now, got it. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me,
$40 million, man.
If they're trying to hide him, why would they even bring this up? Don't they think that the nimwits of the world would be like, well, we found him, but it says not in custody. He clearly is still an inmate. He has a register number. They're just saying the Bureau of Prisons, which is a federal bureau, which has certain jails and certain places, he's not under their control. Doesn't mean he's telling. Again, I'm not saying he's not, but like, people are so eager to try to create snitches. And again, if somebody got some real intel, let me know. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm actually saying this is bullshit. I'm saying this is bullshit. And I'm actually surprised some of these guys are actually letting this happen or not clearing this up, because I think, you know, shit, I could imagine people who like DURK or some street nigga might try to hurt him or his family. If there is someone snitching, put it like this, and this is another thing too. If he was snitching, right, they would quickly remove him out of this indictment. Quickly. Again, I'm not saying he's not snitching, but we just got to be a little bit educated. I'm not going off of a couple screenshots. This is not enough for me personally. But, you know, let the streets just do what they do.
He got on the plane. Vonnie could tell him what happened, and then the timestamps from the phone.
Also, I'll be honest with you. A lot of YouTubers, they're eager to make content and jump ahead of the gun. I've seen, not so much Trenches News or whatever, but I've seen a lot of these guys make these assumptions, and when they're wrong, they act like they never said it.
Oh, he's throwing shots at Shay Nash. He's throwing shots at Shay Nash. We caught that one, bro. We know you talking about Shay Nash, man. Shay Nash be coming with some shit, and you be like, what? And then it'd be like false, and then he come with some shit and be true, and he gonna make sure he throw it in your face if it's true. I told you, motherfuckers, y'all niggas didn't believe me, boo, boo, boo. But when he wrong, that's wild, man. Shout out to these niggas, man. Listen, this is like a lane that these niggas do. I could never be on here. Like, these niggas just on here telling everything. Just naming everybody, why, when. Hey, they're coming for you. Get ready. Because this is what happened. When this happened, he did this to who? He paid for this. And when he was in jail, he told him he was going to do this. And he wasn't going to do like, how the fuck are you niggas just on the internet doing it? How much is your channel making for saying shit like this? To go on the internet just snitching on what's going on in the streets, how much is your channel making? And then like what type of life do you live? Like, are you on here? Okay, I thought it was just his whole little swag wearing his mask. But I'm starting to realize and starting to think he's wearing this mask because he's a snitch and he's an informant and he don't want people to know it. He's still on the internet telling more shit. For those who don't know him already from his previous shit, they said he was around the Chirac, the drill scene and all that shit. So it's going to be people who know him from then. But is that why he wears the mask now? Like, I don't want nobody to know. If they don't know me already, I don't want them to know who I look like. And is it true he's in protective custody? Or did somebody just say that in chat clowning? If he's in protective custody making YouTube videos, that's insane, bro.
You know, like, I'm not saying I'm the greatest legal mind, but y'all gotta know what y'all are reading. And y'all gotta know what y'all are interpreting. Because y'all audience are dependent on y'all for real shit. At this point, if you ask me, there is no... If anything I'm taking away from this, Vonnie probably has looked at with his lawyers the discovery and says, we're fucked. They probably saw the real cooperants and said, we're fucked. I'm not taking this shit to trial. I'm not getting take-aid. I'm going to plea out. And whoever is texting them is saying, well, listen, if you're going to plea out, if that's what you're thinking, make sure everybody going to plea out too.
On digital footprint is going to be able to cooperate what OTF Vonnie saying that Lil Durk did or what they did before and who they got the phone call from. Now they in California. He could say that Lil Durk knew all he needed to say and Lil Durk is done. If he say that Lil Durk knew what was going on, because that's all you got to do is prove in a murder for hire case that you knew and you just as well guilty as the killers. Now, Vonnie got a gun charge, too. He got the gun charges, so he had to buy the guns for somebody. So everybody finna go to jail. Everybody going down.
Is he going to tell where he got the guns from? Is he going to tell where he got the guns from when he got to L.A.? Because this is where it gets tricky even more now, because I remember they were saying when Brick Baby said this shit on No Jumper, they was trying to say Brick Baby has something to do with this shit too and all that shit. I'm like, oh, I don't know, man. Is it going to go down that tricky avenue with things? Or like, where's this? This is all shit that's on the fucking internet, y'all. But it'd be like, niggas be talking on this internet and then it come back and bite their ass years down the line. They just sit there and build this shit all online. Let y'all get on here and talk. Let y'all do it up. And we gonna build. Damn.
And in his text message, he said clearly that he's not finna get an elbow like those other guys, you know, talking about the OTF members or possibly O-Block. Nah, the tricky thing about this, he has more leverage, man. Hey, look, I know it might sound crazy.
Okay, so someone has corrected me. They said that this idea, what he said, I'm trying to plea out to a 32. Okay? Apparently, if we Google federal sentencing guidelines, okay, when we
these niggas is hoes, man. I don't want 43 years. I'm trying to get 32. So I'm gonna plea out on Lil Durk. Fuck this nigga. Y'all gonna take off 9 years, 10 years off my shit? Y'all got me? 10 years? Nigga, man. God damn.
Google this. There's a whole thing about it. Jesus Christ. But we could Google level 32. Apparently that wasn't years he was talking about. It was levels.
Oh,
it says
okay,
federal
okay,
sentencing guideline level 32 typically results in a sentence of 121 to 151 months. So it's 10 to 12 years, depending on the defendant's criminal history. The level is often associated with offenses involving in quantities of drugs are serious felonies, okay?
Oh, you trying to get 10 years. Oh, yeah. These niggas is hoes, girl. Oh, yeah. What I gotta do, I'm trying to plea out so I only get 10 years. Because right now, I'm only 28, so I'll be 38 when I get out. That's still time. Like, dog, what the fuck? Like, this would be my thing. Like, what do y'all think? What type of life are you going to live once you get out? If you are a snitch on a high-profile case like this, and you only get 10 years, what type of life? And look how many people you done fucked up. Like, DURK was responsible for feeding a lot of people, bro. And he was loved by a lot of people. And then he got fans from the music side. So where do you think you're going to go? Your face is plastered all over the goddamn internet. Where are you going to go when you got out of jail in 10 years? I'm going to turn on this nigga snitch. Then when I get out of jail, what is your life going to be like, bro? You're going to have to constantly be looking over your goddamn shoulder, constantly worried about somebody spotting you, constantly worrying like, what the fuck? Who wants to live like that? You might as well just stay in jail. Shit, nigga. Like,
okay, let's see if we could figure out like what crimes would be in that. Well, all right. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. See, I'm also open to being wrong. So if this is so he's supposedly he's talking about a level 32. So level 32 would be a 10 to 12 years. I'm not gonna lie to you. If he think he's gonna plea out and hope to, the way it works in federal court, you got to get the
Well, academics, you've been wrong before, and you'll be wrong again if you bet against him. That's me I'm talking about. Hey, look, man, I'm the truth at this shit, man. Hey, I'm glad that they mark history on YouTube, man, because so nobody can't say that they did it, man. Now, I seen people say that Ken was number 2, which is PW1. It ain't Ken. You know, hey, get a refund. I seen, you know what I'm talking about, Mr. Boom 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 say Vonnie wasn't telling or Jam or none of that because he talked to OTF. He just got off the phone with Duty Low. Well, Duty Low ain't telling you shit and you don't know what you're talking about, man. Yeah, but it's out now. So to all the non-believers, Memo 600, I seen him go on Cam Capone and say that Trenches News was lying. And
this shit is really a fucking deep dive. I can see how y'all motherfuckers are interested in this whole Chirac shit. Like, there's so many players involved. These niggas is just burnt the fuck out and idiots, bruh. And these niggas just all tell the stories. And matter of fact, this is what we about to do. We about to go to this OTF Jam interview. We gonna go to this OTF Jam interview. Let's go to this. Let's see what he was talking about. Let's see what he was talking about, man. Damn, this motherfucker. Is this the one when he got out? Let's see.
Bitch, man. You know?
Yeah, dog. Like a lot of niggas don't know, bro. Like, dog, you really tapped in, bro. Like you really one of them niggas, bro. No bullshit. No
question.
That's not a question. No bullshit.
Damn, this shit hit different now, knowing that he the main snitch in the case. Like, just looking at this shit, look at all these niggas surrounded by him with OTF hoodies on, OTF shirts, and then knowing that he the main snitch, and you start off. The first thing you say is, you that nigga for real. The main nigga's a snitch. That's crazy.
You see we out here right now, bro, dog. We in the trenches right now. We in Chirac right now. You know what I'm saying? Like tell us about that shit, like, for a motherfucker that ain't never been in the trenches in Chirac. Like, you tell them to be cool.
Man,
Tell them to be cool tonight.
you know, some motherfuckers be like portraying an image or want to be a part of something. They ain't like, this shit ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like, stay in your lane, you feel me? That's how people get hurt.
Right. Really?
You know?
Yeah, but for the people that don't know who OTF Jam is, like let them know who you is.
You say, man, OTF Jam, man. Feel me? Everyday, real street, you know? Rapper. Nah, this I ain't no.
Yeah. Why you do like that though? Like, fuck around.
Man.
Yeah.
Nah, cause you know it's a difference though in my eyes though. Like a rapper just, cause you got some motherfuckers just rap about shit because they know how to make it sound good and really in the streets. But you know that's what people want to hear. That's what young people want to hear. So I'm gonna rap about us in the streets. You know what I'm saying? But really ain't that. So I ain't no rapper. I'm just a street dude, a little talent. Put it like that.
Right. It's a big difference.
Yeah, it's a difference.
Hell yeah, cause shit, you just came home not too long ago. Like when you come home.
So I've been home a little bit over a year.
Yeah. Okay.
A little bit over a year. 12 years flat.
12 years.
Okay, so he did 12 years, not 20, not 10. He did 12. Okay, and this was 3 years ago. All right, so he did 12 years in jail.
12 years. Did my time. Ain't told on nobody.
Right.
Did my time. Ain't told on nobody.
Right.
Ain't no fool shit on my name. Now I'm back. I'm living a life I never thought I'd live. You know?
That's it. Hell yeah, but like if you can't talk about it, like why did you have to sit down for 12?
I went to jail for attempt.
Okay.
Attempt murder. It was more than that, but shit, that's what I did my time for.
Okay.
Attempt. You know. Street shit.
Yeah. Bullshit. Hell yeah, but for the attempt, you know what I'm saying? Like they gave you 12. Like how long they give you on papers?
3 years.
3 years.
Yeah, I'm on the road right now.
Okay. So when you get off?
I don't know shit.
Oh, so this is 3 years ago. Oh, so he was finna get violated and he had to switch. Oh, it's all making sense, bro. It's all making sense. It's all making sense now. He didn't want to get violated and go back in with that switch, nigga. Oh, hell no. Look, I got something for y'all. DURK, help me out, nigga. Hold on. DURK like, nigga, you fucked up. I just gave you 50 bands. I just gave you 100 bands. I just gave you... You ain't got your own money to get a lawyer, nigga? Ah, you coming in here with me.
I don't know the exact man. Yeah. They let me know when they tell me sign the papers, man. I just go with the flow.
Right. Yeah. Well, is they allowing you like to travel to the city type shit, or no, they ain't allowing you to do that right now?
No, they ain't allowing me to do that.
Yeah.
They don't allow me to do that. What you know?
Yeah, but shit, dog, 12 years ago, bro, like, I ain't gonna lie, nigga, the music scene was way different. Like, it was way different 12 years ago. Like, the city was, like, really, like, just starting to get back lit. You know what I mean? Like, the music scene, the Chicago music scene was getting back lit, like, 12 years ago. Or would you say it was earlier than that?
Man, shit. Bump did something.
Yeah,
Bump. I mean, that's all I have.
Hey, my question is, when did OTF Jam... Let me see if I can find that anywhere. When did OTF Jam go back to jail? OTF Jam was not arrested or charged in a federal murder for hire case. Instead, public records and court updates indicate he was released from a 12-year prison sentence in 2022. Wait, he wasn't charged in a murder for hire case? He wasn't. I mean, obviously he wasn't charged, but wait, ain't he in jail right now? He's in jail right now, right? Don't tell me this nigga ain't in jail, bro. Don't tell me he's not in jail. What? Ain't no fucking way. He's in jail. Hey, OTF Jam is in jail as we speak, right? Correct? He's in here working with the police from inside jail, right? He's not on the streets. He's not on the fucking streets. He got caught with a switch, and that's what they're saying this is all over. He got caught with a switch and asked Vaughn to bail, to give him a lawyer, and Vaughn said no, so he told him, you coming in here with me, nigga. He's on house arrest? Oh. He got caught with a switch, violated his shit. He's right here on this interview saying, nigga, he got 3 years on paper. This interview was 3 years ago. So it's just now hitting 3 years. You violated your shit and got caught with a switch, and you at home on house arrest. And now it comes to the light that you're protective witness number 1. It all makes sense. It all makes fucking sense, man. A switch is automatically 10 years, bro. Automatically, it's supposed to be 10 years off the rip, just for the switch. But what's the other nigga from Chicago that got caught? He done got caught with 2 switches, I believe. He got caught with a switch in New York. What's the nigga name? Y'all know who I'm talking about, the rapper. He got caught with a switch in New York. You already know getting caught with a gun in New York is already, they got zero tolerance for guns in New York. You got caught with a gun with a switch in New York. What's that nigga name? Y'all know what I'm talking about. And then he got caught again, I believe in Chicago. Right after that, he got caught again with another switch. What's that rapper name, man? What's his name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Let me know in the comment section, but we're going to get back to this. Zay Osama. Zay Osama got caught with 2 switches, nigga. And that's crazy.
That's all I have to vouch for. Say something about for. Like Chicago rap back then, like that I bump. Like, yeah. Other than that, it's like before I got locked up, like, shit, bro was the only motherfucker that DURK, like he was making rap songs for like our parties and shit. Shit that we was just, you know, listening to in parties, doing what we do, fucking with the females, whatever the case may be. That shit. Now, that wasn't jail shit. That shit went fire. Sosa popped out. Man, Fredo started rapping. A lot of motherfuckers started rapping that shit. Went
Long live Big Boss.
Yeah.
Long live Big Boss.
Shit. Like I say that, we was just shit. We was street motherfuckers not thinking. I don't know. And bro them eyes though, that rap shit, like when DURK was first doing it all the way back then, he probably thought it would win someone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, in my mind, shit, we just stuck, man. And bro know how to rap. You know what I'm saying? We in parties, we doing what we doing, you know?
I'm floating now.
Shit, yeah.
Cause you weren't even rapping back then, was you?
Hell no.
Definitely were rapping back then.
Hell no.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Like, but shit, like, how did you even get linked in with just OTF period?
Man, shit. We did LinkedIn. Started with LinkedIn. We wrote together. This ain't no people I met. Nah, I knew them. Like I'm saying, this was before jail. I know DURK was rapping. We came out that loud lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like back then, like before y'all never even heard of that. Like this was shit in our parties, like personal shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's bro. I'm saying that my whole time in jail, that stayed, bro. Like, before the money, you know what I'm saying? That was bro. Like, I remember when the money wasn't there, first I'm gonna say you 50, I got you. And I
still doing that
gave my lawyer money and everything when I'm fighting my case.
Listen to this shit, bro. Nigga, all this shit, he literally saying right here how real DURK was for this nigga. How real of a nigga DURK was for you. Nigga, looking out for you, get your lawyers. The one time I can't get you a lawyer. Yes. Every time I say yes, nigga, you been my dog. You been my right hand. You been cool. My big dog. Nigga, you my big homie. The moment I say no, you bring the whole, you tear the walls down, bro. Bring the whole operation down. That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. This nigga just brought the whole operation down. Because he fucked up. Because he got caught with a switch. Because he was getting violated. Didn't want to go back. One nigga bring the whole shit down.
I ain't gonna lie, DURK come through. All that, like,
DURK come through.
That's sure. I don't give a fuck nobody say, like, I know I'm a real witness. Like
A lot of niggas
bro,
can't say he ain't
stayed
sending
the
checks.
same. Like in my life, my whole time in jail, I was straight.
That's what's up. What's up? Like he was one of the main motherfuckers that held you down your whole bid.
Hell yeah.
Just listen to this shit. This is heartbreaking, bro. So imagine how Dirk feel, nigga. Like, look what he's saying. Like, he held me down for 12 years. One of the main niggas held me down. You the one that told on me, my nigga? You know how hard it is to find a homie that'll hold you down for 12 years in jail, nigga? The average nigga, shit, he'll probably, nigga, start blocking your calls because you calling too much and all you want is some money for your commissary. And the average nigga's gonna block you. Your average homie. You're gonna be out here fucking your baby mama. You're gonna be out here doing all kind of shit. This nigga held you down for 12 years and then you get out and do this to cuz? I know Dirk's sick, nigga.
A lot of the guys did, but hell yeah, he was.
I hood like that though. Yeah. I hood like that. No,
Yeah.
nobody can have. Everybody get taken care of.
Everybody get taken care of. For sure.
No gang shit, none of that shit. It's like some family shit.
Right.
My brother locked up.
Yeah. We always came together.
We don't leave nobody
That's
behind.
Straight, right.
We a
Shit,
family.
Before he
I was
nobody
going
was rich.
to Ivy home and all type of shit.
Uh-huh.
That shit was mandatory. Like, hell yeah, bro. Like, played this part for sure. Like,
Overplayed it.
I love bro for that. Can't. This shit forever.
Yeah.
This
Because
shit
he's
forever.
super solid, bro. Like a lot of niggas, like you know what I'm saying. He said, Jam get out that jam, I'll give him 50. He ain't gotta ask again, bro. Like you know what I'm saying. He ain't gotta ask shit, bro. He said he gave you 50, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Fact.
More than that.
Like,
More than that. Shit.
But shit, can you tell us how much he gave you, or you don't want to even?
No, we ain't gotta get into all that, but bro made sure he made a way for me to be straight, like he's saying, gotta ask again, you know, like shit. Crib, car, all that. Being able to take care of anything I have to take care of, period. Like, it's still up.
That's what we do. Yeah, but shit, like, I know you said you weren't rapping, you was on street shit, but like, what was it like, period, growing up for you, like in Chicago, like before you got locked up?
Bad as hell.
True. Yeah. Like, what you be on? What can you talk about? Like you ain't gotta get no details, but like, what type of shit?
Average. Growing up in Chicago, shit, you know. Clicks. I fuck with them, they fuck with them. Fighting and shit. Things that went to other shit or whatever the case may be, but you know, school. All that. You know, but shit, anybody that know me know though, like at a young age, like I ain't no motherfucker that just started being bad or trying to portray like I'm a part of something. Like I've been me my whole life.
Yeah.
Bad as hell, running around doing what the fuck I want to do.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, bro.
What type of energy y'all getting from this nigga right now, man? Like, look how you talking highly of Dirk, and then why would you? You know what it is? It's giving entitlement, bruh. Like, heavy entitlement. Knowing that if you do this, what's all finna crumble? If you take down the head of the snake, nigga, the walls, like everything is finna crumble. Like, you know how much entitlement that is and ego that is to say, man, you ain't finna look out for me? Well, fuck you then. I'm finna take down the head of the snake, and then not only are you fucking over Dirk, you fucking over everybody else. Everybody else who depend on Dirk. Obviously, he's the money man. You fucking up the money, man. You just fucked up the money for OTF. Good. And now you got the light on these niggas, and now you finna tell all the murders and who else did over not wanting to go back to jail. Because you couldn't get a lawyer. It ain't his fault you spent all the goddamn money up. How many of y'all right now got a homie that'll give y'all $50,000 just because? Just because you got out of jail. Here you go, $50,000. How many of y'all right now got a homeboy that'll give you $50,000? And this is the nigga that you gonna take down? You wanna take him down? If anything, man, shit, God damn it. I can't take him down. Not bro. Not the nigga that took care of me for 12 years. Not the nigga who will fucking give me $50,000 as soon as I get out of jail. Let me go sit my ass back down. You know what I mean? Fight this shit. And nigga, if I get 20 years, I get back out, maybe he give me another 50. But at the end of the day, you can't bring down the whole operation all over a fucking lawyer, my boy.
I was saying, tell him about how you snatched on purses, bro. Like, I ain't gonna ask you. Who the fuck that?
That's what you made. Never had to
Yeah, that was crazy. But shit, like you said,
that's deep. Nah, don't get me wrong, though. I know a couple of
person
that did. That was a thing back in the day. Two people used to do, I guess.
Yeah.
I can't knock nobody for your hustle. I ain't never said that first time.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
I will definitely go take a motherfucker. But it's that the person.
For real. Hey, but shit, like, I know you said you did 12, you know what I'm saying? Like what was your bid like and where you did your 12 at? Like, where you was at?
Somewhere everywhere. My bid shit. Some people make it hard, some people make it easy.
Yeah.
I mean, my shit hard. I was lame back, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
What, 17? I thought when I was 17, I was full-fledged. I'm thugging.
Hold on. That's what I'm gonna do, y'all. Let me put a little speed up on this a little bit. Let's bump it up.
So was that one of the worst experience you had, like, the whole bit? Did being there.
No, my mom. Just being that shit. But nah, I had to my worst experience, though. That's real shit, though. It's like, you catching another case that blew me on my way home. Catch another case. And shit.
And what happened? Like, what case you fought in that one?
That was a fight, but shit, they gave me assault. So shit, when it was time for me to release, I had to bond out, though. I'm still fighting that case right now. It blew me, because it's like, that shit was a fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, this jail, this what happened, you know what I'm saying?
For real?
Yeah, it was some goofy ass shit like this. Like, I don't give a fuck how bad a person got beat up or whatever the case may be, like this jail, like this was going on.
For real?
Yeah, I was holding motherfucker in there, I did all this time, how wild. That shit. I seen all types of shit in jail. I've been there with me, kicked out of here for fighting. I've been in Centralia, Illinois River, Piggyville, Galesburg. I'll come back. But nah, that was jail. That was jail. Mama.
I want to see something real quick. Is this the only interview he did? Has there been anything that came after this shit? This was 3 years when he first got out. Well, he was out for a year and he did that interview. Did he ever go back and sit on camera after that with somebody? Or was that his one and only interview? Do y'all know? Do y'all know if he did another interview? Let's see this real quick. Let's look at this real quick.
That need to be established. Tell them where the fuck we at right now. Tell them where we at. Now, listen, man.
I tell them where we at. Listen, we between Princeton and Norman. Norman.
With $1 million on the table.
Listen, man, I'm gonna say this, man. Reporting directly from Chicago, the trenches.
How we make this happen?
Listen, man. Listen, we've been back and forth, and we've been back and forth for months. He said, "You got to come to Chicago." I'm only doing my interview in Chicago.
Yeah.
I'm doing it down the way. So we're in Chicago right now. Listen, man. And before we even get started, we got to establish one thing. Rest in peace to D-Thing. Rest in peace to B-Boy. We got to establish that.
Rest in peace, King Von.
I mean, we got to establish that.
Rest in peace, guys. This is what the fuck we doing it for, man.
Now, for y'all, see, a lot of y'all know Durky, Lil Durk. Y'all know all that, but me and Gil know him something different.
You talking about Tay Tay?
Y'all know Lil Tay Tay name? Y'all know nothing. That's next. Listen, man. You know that's how I go. You know what I mean?
Because all I'm saying is,
hey, was the nigga here? Was the OTF Jam nigga at this interview? All right, this is after the fallout. Was he here? Do y'all know?
I just want to fuck all the hoes. I'm tell bro, I fuck more hoes than him. But it was like when I was at my lowest point, like when I would tell you I was fucked up. It's like that's when I met her.
He's not in
She
this
like-
video?
She had me in the crib like, we 50 deep in the house, deep as hell, ain't no furniture, ain't shit in that motherfucker, but we talking about we rich as hell. Then when she came, she was like, I ain't gonna come between you and your niggas, but you can't have your girl over here with no furniture, 70 niggas in the house. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they really put a thing on me where it was like,
So they are alleging, this is $1 million cash on the table. So they are alleging that on this day, Lil Durk was paying out niggas for hits with this money that was used in this video. He was paying out niggas for hits, whether it was hits that was done already or hits that they was gonna do that he wanted done or whatever. I guess the case they're gonna. What I don't know. I don't think they're gonna issue. Damn. This nigga Durk was really a fucking crash out. When you look at it, there's no other way to say it. He's a crash out. And a fucking idiot brought your whole operation down. One fucking entitled motherfucker brought your whole operation down. And the fact that y'all on phones having these conversations just shows how comfortable y'all are doing this. Talking about hits on the phone, texting each other. Y'all, man, listen, niggas gotta go watch the mafia movies and y'all gotta get back to old school shit. Nigga pulling up, nigga, and covering your mouth while you talk, all that. If you gonna be out here living this lifestyle, but damn, now your homies, they say your homie wearing a wire, nigga, that's crazy. Your homie's wearing a wire on you?
get on my shit. I call my manager like, man, I need a house. So it's like, I'm saying, teach you. Having being 70 deep in the house, we ain't had no fucking bowls or nothing that motherfucker. We were just thugging it. That's when Vaughn first came home. And it was like, it made me like a little boy. I'm like, no, I can't do this. So shit, without her, I ain't gonna. I'll be probably still thugging it right now. You know what I'm saying?
So India gave you $1 million worth of game.
$2 million.
$2 million. Okay, that's what I'm saying. You know?
Smart man. Yeah,
Smart man.
that nigga
Smart man. Now, listen, man. Like you.
Nah, he ain't no smart man. Y'all give him too much credit.
A lot of dudes, they get. Man, you turn the whole street rate up, man. The crime wave, motherfuckers out here breaking their neck to try to get some engagement rings and shit, man. This shit getting crazy out here.
That girl gotta deserve it.
Yeah. Oh, talk. She got to. What she do to deserve you down now? See, this the part. They got to deserve.
All right. Let's see. I'm trying to. Let's see. OTF Vonnie. All right. So OTF Jam and OTF Vonnie are the confirmed niggas that's going against him. OTF Vonnie's dad speaks on Lil Durk. So OTF Vonnie's dad, didn't he allege that I remember this nigga. He alleged that Durk, did he allege like some wild shit like Durk had Von killed or some shit? Did he say some crazy shit? OTF Vonnie's dad. Hassan Craig claims his son OTF Vonnie orchestrated King Von's death by paying Quando Rondo and Little Tim. That's what it was. I'm like, I saw this nigga before. That's fucking crazy. But this shit is 3 hours long. We not finna react to that. Where the fuck is a clip or something? God damn. I hope they got let's see if they got some timestamps.
Durk, long live Kevon. We got to separate that. That's an oxymoron. Period.
That's deep. You starting deep already. Well, welcome to DJU TV. It's
Here we
definitely
go.
a blessing to have.
Here we go. Here goes some timestamps. Let's see. Throwing OTF Vonnie under the bus. Lil Durk's involvement. All right. So it starts right here.
Yo, son, we talking about. You know what I'm saying? So as a father to be, I'm over here in my mind like, man, whatever the fuck my son got going on, I'm gonna protect him. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we black and we against these white folks. So what's going on in the streets, that's going on in the streets. And you know, we got to deal with that how we deal with that. But I guess I'm just trying to really grasp the concept of going against the grain, going against your son. Like, that's all I'm trying to, you know, like, fuck the homies. This your son.
This
you know
real,
what I'm saying?
this real Cain and Abel type shit. Von was like my son, and this just what it is. You know what I mean? It's
Hey,
just,
hold on. Von was like your son, but Vonnie is your son.
But guess what?
That's who came out your nut, not King Von. King Von didn't come out your testicle, K Von did, not Davon. You see what I'm trying to say? So I'm listening to you right now. You see I'm sweating. I told you we'll get hot in this motherfucker. Because I'm passionate about what I talk about. I'm passionate about what I put on my platform. You see what I'm saying? You steady bigging up Davon. But you throwing K-Von under the bus. And K-Von came out of your nut. So make it make sense for me today, Please make it make sense.
Wrong is wrong. when you do family, when you get down on people and you do it, that's that another, and you don't fix it, and you don't rectify it, like I said, I might would have backdoored somebody at that age that I wasn't close to and ties to. You don't get down on real people. You don't do that. You don't get down on real people. I can't never honor that. Silk was like my brother, not blood related. Anything that's attached to him, I love it. Anything that's attached to me, he love it. That's just what it is. And like I said, when I love for real.
Wait a minute, man. What the fuck is up with Chirac, bro? This nigga dad said he loved King Von more than he loved his own son, basically. And yo, OTF Vonnie is your dad. I mean, that's your son, and you love him, King Von more than you love Vonnie. He said this is some Cain and Abel shit. What? Sir, what are you talking about? So you're going on record on a sit-down interview to allege that your son helped orchestrate the murder of King Von, who you got more love than your son. Damn, your own dad, nigga. This shit is crazy, bro. These Chicago. Let this be a lesson to all you motherfuckers out here that think you can get away with doing shit and doing crime with your family, with your homies. All these niggas is on some fuck shit. Don't trust none of these niggas, bro. Your own father. Fuck.
Son is my son. We've been around each other. Why you had to take me with you to go pay him? How you love me and you take me with you to go pay my nephew's hitters? And more than likely you use my nephew's money on pay for his own hit. Hopefully that he got it back from, because I know he had to get hit by Young Boy. I know he had to get hit by these other people once Mission was taken care of. You know what I mean? But more than likely my nephew's own money paid for his own hit. This is horrible. What? This is crazy. You could have left me at the crib, so I ain't got no knowledge of this.
What the fuck?
You know what I mean? So you don't give a fuck about me? Why you take me with you? But like I said, to make sure that I was gonna protect him and make sure this, that, and other. But like I said, guess what? Nigga, you locked up now for allegedly sliding for Von.
Ain't no way.
Quando Rondo didn't die, nor did Lil Tim. I guarantee you Lil Pab family smelled something fishy about their son's death. I guarantee you this. This is a fact. Because we know this is orchestrated. I know this is orchestrated. This ain't no get back. Quando Rondo, Lil Tim on our side. Duty Low got robbed and popped by them.
What the fuck?
You know, when Von got his stardom, his rap fame, you know, it came via Lil Durk. Okay. And, you know, from listening to you.
Ain't no fucking way, man.
I hear claims that Lil Durk had something to do with Von killing. Okay.
How credible is this nigga,
What's
man?
your thoughts on Lil Durk?
Is he a crackhead?
And his involvement?
Know this.
It's a drug
The
head.
industry is behind everything. My son works for Lil Durk. So everything got orchestrated through my son. So for Durk to ask my son, after we dropped the bag off to Lil Tim, was it open? And Von, my son, answered to Durk, it's off the hinges. So that lets you know that he knew what was to take place and what was going on. And he asked him, was it open? Meaning having you take care of the business to make sure that back door is open on Von. And my son answered, it's off the hinges. So that lets you know he was a part of it. And whether it's not the industry, the main culprits behind it, the industry, meaning we just gave this man $4 million. We don't got him in a 360 deal. He owned his masters. He owned all this. He ain't have to get drugged through. You brought him in, Mr. Banks. You introduced him to us. We can't control this guy. Your career is going to go, and his is going to escalate if he doesn't die. Your career is going to be done because guess what? We're going to make sure this paperwork gets out to show that you told about a murder that Von went on, and his person he went on a drill with, they got killed. So the only person that can tell on the murder is the person who paying for the hits and the person who did the hit. So the person who Von went on the drill with, he got killed, so he can't tell on it. So the only person who know about it is the person who paid for the cars, this, that, and other. So you telling about murders. So we're going to bring all this to the light. This is what we're going to do if this person don't get out of it. So I'm not going to solely put it on him. So the industry is the main culprits. The industry is the main people because they're capitalizing off of us and this drill music. They're profiting, they're giving us little chump change, and they're getting trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars. And as I said, they're coming home. And reason why they're coming home? Who pays the politicians? Sports, music, entertainment. This is a $1 trillion industry. Who's paying the judges? The Jews run the world, whether you want to agree to it or not. Cat Williams ain't crazy. Kanye West ain't crazy. Everybody's saying the same thing. Michael Jackson, everybody's saying the same thing. Now you got somebody coming that's not in the industry, myself, and I'm telling you the same thing. So when y'all gonna wake up? And as Von said, If somebody killed me, it's gonna be from the inside. Now he putting cap in his raps, so y'all gotta listen to something else. Now he lying in his raps. When this is a person that's known for not lying in his raps, and he literally told you if I die, the ops know not to play with me. This happened from the inside. This is a simple assessment. When he put that OTF chain on that boy and that gray Nike tech suit, this is simple. I would have bonded you out. You could have stayed in my house. When Von was fighting his body in 2 attempts, he didn't even have a lawyer. He didn't have a lawyer, a paid lawyer. When Dirk was on the Breakfast Club and Angela Lee said, "Whoo, you went to trial. That must have been pretty expensive." How you beat it? With a lawyer? What you think his brother gonna be sitting here with $300,000 worth of jury on and he not have a lawyer? Vaughn had a public defender. Matter of fact, Balo had to change one of his public defenders and get him another public defender because the first public defender wasn't doing a good enough job. Even though a public defender is a real attorney, they just have to take so many cases pro bono for the state. You know what I mean? But he didn't even.
Man, what the fuck? What the fuck, bro? Wait a minute. Hold on. Now you got me over here. This is a cold deep dive, nigga. King Von Breakfast Club. Wait.
What's the story? What's your story?
King Von on how he beat his murder case.
What's the story? What's your story?
My story, shit. I just got to jail for just beat a body in 2 attempts, like December. I just got out, started rapping shit. I got the crazy story from the drop. Got the War With Us and got Problems out. Shit, right now, shit. I'm on the up and coming shit.
So you was in jail for 2 murders?
Yeah, I'm 1 murder and 2 attempts. I just beat.
How you beat that?
What you mean I beat?
I mean, you didn't do it clearly. You had something to throw young black men in jail.
Like, jury, like, you know, like, you know, jury, yeah, look, you know. When all the way shit.
The jury, a little fucking.
Oh, you took it to trial?
You gonna beat it. You gonna beat it if you didn't do it. That's all.
That's expensive too, to take it to trial and all of that.
Yeah.
Hey man, if your brother got on $500,000 worth of jury, he gonna have a lawyer. I'm saying that's how we move.
Would you?
Wait. So is the dad lying? All right, that's a cold claim. To say that they went on Breakfast Club and Lil Durk lied about getting him a lawyer. Lil Durk lied about getting him a lawyer. He had a public defender. Because then that raises the question, like she said, that's an expensive case to fight. 1 body and 2 attempts. And then you beat it. But see, this is where Pops, we got to figure that out. How you beat that with a public defender, man? If that's the case. You ain't beating that with no goddamn public defender. We all know that. So that's why I'm like, okay, Pops could be lying. But then if Pops ain't lying, what does that say about Von? What does that say about Von if Pops ain't lying? Who knows? Hey, Chirac, where you niggas at, man? Where the Chirac niggas? I know y'all in the chat somewhere. What's the real, man? Did King Von really have a public defender, or did Durk take care of King Von and get him a lawyer? The witness recanted at trial. He had a lawyer while he got out fucking with Durk. Durk beat the case because Von was dead already. Come on, man. Where my Chirac niggas at? Where the Chicago niggas at, man? What's the real? You know, y'all got the inside. What's the real? He bought up the apple. He bought up the juice. You know, the little hat people, he's not lying. Oh, he bought the Jews. He bought up the Jews. Shawcito Cool, man. They had the same lawyer from the case in Atlanta. Yeah, that's how he beat it. Let's see if we can figure this out. Who was King Von in murder trial? Public court records and mainstream media reports surrounding King Von's Davon Bennett's 2017-2019 Chicago murder and attempted murder charges do not prominently name the specific defense attorney who secured his not guilty verdict in December 2017. While high-profile defense lawyer Drew Finding represented King Von and Lil Durk on later separate legal matters and in Georgia, the exact name of the trial attorney for a specific 2017 Chicago case remains uncredited in public archives. Wait a fucking minute. If it was one of the lawyers that Durk paid, it would have been a big dog. They would have mentioned a big dog. Drew Findings, Finling. Oh, shit. If that is fucking true, that is crazy. That is crazy. What? Let's start this back.
What's the story? What's your story?
My story, shit. I just got to jail for just beat a body into attempts. Like, December? I just got out, started rapping shit. I got the crazy story from the drop. Got the war with us and got problems out. Shit, right now, shit. I'm on the up and coming shit.
So you was in jail for 2 murders?
Yeah, I'm 1 murder and 2 attempts. I just beat.
How you beat that?
What you mean, I
mean, you didn't do it. Clearly. You ain't something to throw young black boys in jail.
Like jury, like, you know, like, you know, jury, yeah, look, you know. When all the way said.
The jury, fucking.
Oh, you took the trial?
You gonna beat it. You gonna beat it if you didn't do it. That's all.
That's expensive too, to take it to trial and all of that.
Yeah.
Hey man, if your brother got on $500,000 worth of jury, he gonna have a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying that's how we move.
Was you ever scared at any point though?
Yeah.
Because you know
the whole time.
Yeah, me scared shit.
Yeah, the whole time.
You was locked up or did you get out
Yeah,
of
it's
bail?
like, no, I was, you know, there wasn't no bail. You just gotta wait like till it's that time. Like, and you don't know what's gonna happen to the last minute till they tell you like, all right, not guilty or guilty.
How long were you locked up for?
3.5.
3.5. Yeah.
Yeah.
How old were you? I know you're young.
I started, I got booked when I was 19. I just got out when I was 23.
And when did you start rapping? You started rapping before you got in? Or
Like 4 months ago.
4 months ago?
Yeah, for sure.
But you do that Durk to like make him stay focused and keep him out the street?
Yeah, because I've been with him his whole journey in jail.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't gonna lie, like he ain't never say nothing about rapping.
How'd y'all meet?
That nigga really got popping off of nigga 4 months. Nigga started rapping and was about to take over the fucking game, nigga. That nigga was going crazy. God damn, in 4 months?
No, we go together. So then when you get out, he just tried rapping. And like his first song just like went super crazy.
Mm-hmm. Derek, you've grown up a lot since we first met you.
Yeah.
I think about it, the first time you was up here, you was basically like, how old?
Damn.
What's the story? What's your story?
All right, hold on. That's crazy, bro. All right, man. I wish I could play music on here. I see it say, who just said that? Chat full of legal advisors and shit. PDX Goer said, beat that body. Look up that song, PU. Let's see. Let me see something. I can't play the song. Let me see how I'll pull the lyrics up or some shit. Beat that body. Yeah, I wish I could. Oh, man. Let me see something. THF Zoo and beat that body. Oh, wait. Ain't that the nigga that got killed in Atlanta? The Bezoo nigga? Yeah. He the one got killed in Atlanta, right? The Bezoo nigga? Hold on, let me see something. Yeah, we reacted to that. Yeah, he got killed in that. Oh, he got killed. Where did he get killed at? It was in Atlanta, right? Yeah. We reacted to this. Oh, God. Coming up out that store in the parking lot. It was like an Impala or some shit. Yeah, damn. All these niggas dying, bro. All these niggas dying. Let me see something. Okay, he got killed in Chicago. Okay. I remember we reacted to it. That was in Chicago. Okay. Yeah. On the west side. Okay. Yeah, it was Chicago. Yeah, that's fucked up. He was like a nigga, too. He was okay. Shout outs, man. God damn. Rest in peace to both of them. Man. What the fuck? This shit crazy. All these niggas done passed away. King Von's bodies. Golly. Oh, Trap LaRosse. Oh, yeah, I remember he dropped this shit and went crazy. Everybody was talking about it. This nigga Trap LaRosse is crazy. That's where Flacco, it's all in the same vein. When niggas do this type shit, these hit pieces, cuz, where they go fucking expose everybody you allegedly killed. Like, what the fuck? King Von's most disrespectful moments. Let's see something.
These are King Von's most disrespectful moments. And first up, we gotta talk about Von disrespecting FBG Wooski. Because back in the day, Wooski was walking on King Drive, his ops territory, and some O-Block members were standing outside. Police were also nearby, so nobody wanted to let off shots, since they automatically would have got booked. So instead of doing that, King Von and Wooski walked up to each other and started hands. Other O-Block members jumped in, since they wanted to do Wooski bad. And things got so bad that the police eventually had to go over there and break everything up. And a few years after all of this, Von talked about it on his Instagram Live when a troll mentioned Wooski's name.
That nigga Von was a demon, bro.
This say she love Wooski. We don't even know no more Wooski. It's slow. Hey, Wooski ain't tell y'all ass one day. He ain't tell y'all that he too done. He remember I punched up.
But Wooski said differently in an interview with Camp Capone News because he claims he was doing Von bad in the fight.
Standing right there, and the police just pulled up, and they thought they was just gonna stand right there. We got the whooping their.
After the interview hit the net, many O-Block members said Wooski was capping and didn't beat Von up. Shoebox Baby said only guys that got touched up bad that day. Another member said that Wooski threw a brick in the fight. But that ain't the only time Von disrespected Wooski. Since I'm back again, he raps. Bet Wooski feel this one. I bet Wooski still twitching. He changed, something different. Here, he was making fun of Wooski over a dark incident that had happened to him. Because on the day before Dooski's funeral, O-Block members were seen FaceTiming Wooski and letting him know they had a surprise for him. So the day of Dooski the Man's funeral was tense, since everyone knew that something could happen at any moment. And it turned out to be true, because when Wooski stepped outside during the funeral to smoke a cigarette, 4 men in hoodies ran up and sprayed the church up. Wooski...
God damn. These niggas is heartless. Came to the funeral, nigga. Hey, the night before, hey, we got something special for you tomorrow. We got something special for you, nigga. We don't give a fuck if you at the funeral. We don't give a fuck if you with your baby. We don't give a fuck if you in a goddamn emergency room, bitch. We gonna come gun your ass down. We gonna catch your ass.
He was hit in the head, and 5 other people leaving the building after the service were also hit.
This afternoon, there were a total of 6 people who were shot outside the church. There was a scene of pandemonium right after that happened.
Thankfully, no one died in this situation. And even though Wooski survived the shooting, the injury was so bad, he had no choice but to leave the streets alone for a little while. But Von didn't care and continued dissing Wooski on social media, saying the shooting changed him into and that Wooski didn't want to diss him anymore.
Super gangster because he ugly. Got shot in his head, so now he's stupid, slow. They think that's savage. Man, don't nobody get shot in the head. That's goofy.
But if you thought Von disrespected Wooski a lot, what he did to Tuka was way worse because he dissed him in multiple songs. Since in a song with Slim Santana, he says, "Caught that boy right by that bus. This is last stop." But Von could also be referring to Lil Mark, who was Tuka's brother, because 2 years after what happened to Tuka, something similar happened to Lil Mark. Because on March 28th, 2014, Lil Mark was shot at a bus stop on the south side of Chicago. And one witness said that a man pulled up and opened fire. And after shooting Lil Mark, he fled away in a minivan. Police later found the van burning in flames. But Von also threw shots at Tuka in another song, saying, "Tuka in my lung." I say that every time, because he got smoked. But it doesn't stop there, because there are even a ton of clips of Von trolling and dissing Tuka online, like these.
You shot Tuka? Say Tuka, man. Shoot him again. Shoot him in his head.
So look, my question for the day is, what is your message to your first buddy?
Tuka, let me get in there.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. Tuka.
And all of the...
Damn. That shit became a craze, too. That became a craze. Everybody was smoking Tuka. Smoking Tuka. They really made that a craze, bruh.
Disrespect made people wonder why Von hated Tuka so much. And after dissing him so much, Tuka became a meme on the internet and got to the point where Tuka's mother spoke on the situation, saying she wanted people to stop disrespecting her son.
When you hear people say they're smoking on your son, Tuka.
Oh, it makes me upset because, I mean, where do the level of disrespect come? Stop.
Now, let's move on to the time King Von disrespected Lil J, because recently, clips have been getting leaked of King Von and some of his ops in Cook County Jail. And one clip went viral where Von asked the guards to move him into protective custody. Many people say he was doing this since he didn't want to be on the same deck as Lil J, since Von told the guards that Lil J is very sus. And at first, not a lot of people believed Von, since Lil J would always deny the rumors.
Messing with a guy, let's clear the air on that too. That's like the #1 thing people
When
want
I
to
heard it was the most goofy shit I ever heard in my life. And I knew it had to come from somebody goofy or something. Never played my name like that, man.
But the truth came out once a clip leaked of Lil J letting a guy sit in his lap.
Man, what the fuck is up with these Chicago niggas, man? What the fuck? This nigga got a boyfriend in jail, kid? Oh, my God. These niggas be stone cold killers on the streets cause of straight yees, nigga.
Kiss him.
Ain't no
And after this
way.
clip hit the net, many people said King Von was right this whole time. And even some of Lil J's own gang members were clowning him after seeing that clip.
Let me see you juke. That boy having a juke party on the whole in the Cook County. Sitting on his lap.
That means that you'll take that to anybody, given the time and the place. You the booty man. No,
booty man, bro.
That's the booty man.
The booty man.
The way he grabbed that man, that's like he needed booty more than life itself, gang.
Then, speaking of those jail clips, it's also another incident that got leaked where King Von got very disrespectful with one of his ops in jail because all of the inmates were in a holding cell. And while in the cell, King Von spotted his op 051 Freaky. So he slipped out of handcuffs, went over to the corner, and started whooping Freaky since he had a tattoo saying F LA Capone. But it didn't last long since the police broke everything up and put Von back into handcuffs. Now let's move on to when King Von straight up disrespected K.I. Since in exposing me, he raps, I swear I killed her, broke her back. King Von refers
Now
to
listen, this beef we did a reaction to the K.I. girl and Von, that was like his worst enemy, bruh. A straight female, nigga. They was going at it, god damn.
the K.I., a feared Chirac assassin and member of STL, and she was highly respected among her gang members and almost feared by all the ops except for King Von. Because in 2012, King Von and Chicago gang member K.I. were in some serious beef and they wanted to get to each other badly. And the day would finally come on September 25th, 2012, because K.I. had caught the train to go somewhere. And while on the train, she spotted King Von, one of her main ops. And the time they saw each other, things were on sight. Von punched K.I. in the face multiple times and did her very bad. And a few hours later, once Von got home, he went to Twitter and explained how things went down. Because he made a tweet saying, "I've died, get whooped on the train lacking. Think about it." K.I. acknowledged what happened with a tweet and said, "My arm up my ear, and I got a bruise on my face." K.I. followed that tweet and said, "Ain't got but a bruise on my face, but ain't tripping that 40 cal, put a hole in that opera's face." But things ain't in there, since on April 11th, 2014, K.I. was going to one of her friends' houses for a birthday party around 3:30 p.m. when Von and Big A, another Roblox member, caught her lacking and started firing. She died on the scene at just 17 years old. And back in 2021, the Chicago Police Department named Von as the offender who shot at K.I. And Von has referred to her many times in his songs, because in War With Us, he says, "Put a pretty op in the morgue, call that drop dead gorgeous." And Von used to troll K.I. and call her pretty since he wanted to get close to her so he could set her up. And she most likely knew this since she was never down to meet with King Von. And one of K.I.'s friends interviewed for a documentary about her and said that K.I. felt Von was doing that to try and set her up.
Really liked it to her. And he was like, well, she too pretty for that, and tell her to stop gang banging, you know.
He liked her as a girlfriend?
Yeah, he wanted to be her boyfriend. She just felt like he was trying to set her up and kill her. That's what she told me. She's like, I think he's just trying to kill me. He don't like me. What's the life?
And K.I. started her assassin career after wanting to get revenge for the death of her close friend, Tuka. This led her to shoot Odie Perry, a member of O-Block. So it makes sense why she thought Von wanted to set her up. And in the same interview, Von spoke about his situation with K.I.
She talk on the phone, like, that's somebody, like, say somebody you DM been talking to. And then one day they just gone. Now you like, damn, who the f*** I'm talking to now?
In pressing with Sada, Baby Von said they caught that Brick and hit him in his... Brick is an FBG member who was gunned down back in 2017, along with Kobe Mack on 63rd St. Lawrence. The police found one of them with a wound to the head lying in front of a house, and the second victim with wounds to the back and arm behind the house. They were both pronounced dead. FBG Brick was a brother to FBG Duck, another rapper King Von has humiliated multiple times. Because in a song named GTA, Von said, he made a diss, and now he a ghost, and it happened fast. And FBG Duck was a well-known Chicago drill rapper and one of Von's most known ops, because he and Von used to always send shots at each other. But not long after Duck dropped his song, Dead, dissing all of O-Block's fallen ones, it made them want to get rid of him ASAP, since it was one of the most disrespectful songs ever. And a month later, while FBG Duck was shopping, two vehicles pulled up near him and started opening fire. Duck had taken multiple shots and was later pronounced dead at the hospital. But Von hasn't only had beef with Chicago rappers, because he also had problems with YB. Because back in 2020, Von and Youngboy began beefing after a clip surfaced on the internet when Von was listening to Youngboy on Instagram saying how Youngboy caps in his rap.
Hey, Youngboy, man. Youngboy, let this be a lesson, bro. If they taking DURK down, his own homies, be fucking careful out here. Be careful. Young boy, let this be a lesson, nigga. Not to say you ain't did some shit already that you finna come down for. I hope not. But nobody want to see these niggas go to jail. God damn, man. But you young niggas are ignorant, bro. And the niggas around you that you trust and think is your homies be the main ones to snitch. The main ones to turn on you. Your right-hand man, your brother, the nigga you call your brother. Sad times, man.
What time about on this song, bro?
What?
You talking crazy on this.
Oh, yeah?
He ain't even like that.
Oh!
On this now.
Then in another live, this Youngboy in a playful manner.
Why be a straight by catching his dad?
Youngboy never publicly responded to Von, but many believe he was aware of the diss. And things between the two rappers were quiet for nearly 2 years, since both rappers were being monitored by police due to their lengthy criminal records. But in November of 2020, outside of a lounge in Atlanta, an altercation broke out between NBA affiliate Quando Rondo and King Von, leading to shots being fired and King Von's life being taken. And click this video on the screen right quick. Trust me, you'll enjoy it.
Damn, man. That's fucking crazy, bro. Young niggas gone too soon, man. Gone too fucking soon. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. All right, let's see something, man. Let's get back to this OTF. Let's get back to DURK OTF shit. Let's see what we got going here, man. Let's get back to DURK. Let's see. DURK. Let's say DURK. Let's put Jam Snitch. Lil Durk groomed OTF Jam to commit murders. OTF Jam exposed as DURK snitch. Let's see. Let me see something. Let me put this shit on one day ago or something this week. What we got here? What do we got here? Lil Durk murder for hire. Feds drop OTF Jam bombshell about the money. All right, that's Say Nash. Let's see what Say Nash got going. Let's see what Say Nash.
So I'm here at the federal courthouse after the Lil Durk hearing, and we just.
Wait, did he just post only? Let me see something. We already watched this.
That's not looking great, to be honest with you guys.
Well, if that ain't enough, the feds drop a crazy bombshell that we got to get into. Let's go. DURK 818 final pretrial hearing. A lot of info from today, mainly about exhibits government wants to use in trial. If the theory that this murder is connected to a gang should be allowed, which relates to what exactly government's gang experts should be allowed to testify about. And I'm going in that order of how it was discussed. So shout out to Mel. Y'all know we're going to give it up over here every time, you know. Anyways, exhibits 41 through 2, autopsy of Surveys Robinson, aka SR. Government, we had to prove, even though it's not contested, that SR died by gunfire. We need to show the whole story. Still, the pics aren't necessary. Jurors will know he died by gunfire. Judge, will be decided by end of the day. Exhibit 148. Screenshot of Von wearing OTF and O-block chains. Government shows who Von was in connection to DURK. DURK withdrew opposition. Would be admitted. Of course that would be, but okay. Exhibit 52 and 59. Photos of DURK and Wilson with cash. Government. One of the first leads LAPD had on this murder was X152, a post from Wilson's Instagram, and it had PW1 in it. PW1 will testify about both photos and that money in photos was split amongst shooters, admitted. PW1 came up a lot today. X156, well, exhibit, either or. Witness will testify that hand signals were created for Von, and these screenshots from pissed off video is DURK throwing up.
Hold on, let's see something. This is going to confirm. Block is hot. Beach Fest Wilson filmed in December 2001. Government wants it in because PW1 was present for shooting of the video, was wearing an orange sweater in it. Let's see something. Let's see. I don't, which one is Wilson? Which last name is Wilson? Let me see. Block is hot, Lil Durk. Okay, here it go. He's wearing an orange sweater. Let's see who's wearing an orange sweater. Let's see who's wearing an orange sweater. I ain't gonna play the song because we're gonna get. There's an orange sweater back there. Let's see something.
Bullets clap him, leave him in that backyard.
Hold on, y'all. It's an orange sweater. Is that him
If
back
I
there?
was saying it, don't be lying, he loses mind for talking crazy.
Is that him back there? We need to clean. It's an orange sweater right here, man. Hey, it's an orange. Wait a minute. Could we have it all wrong? I doubt it.
See that chain set, let me get that. Where your hood at? Where that book bag? Where that Drake at going?
Oh, there you go, right there.
That grab my cat gat. See that chain set, let me get that. Where your hood at? Where that book bag?
That's him right there. That's him right there. Got him. Got him. there is OTF Jam right there. Got him. So he is confirmed PW1. For sure, for sure.
Those hand signs. 156 admitted. 182, screenshot from O Block is Hot Fest Wilson, filmed December 2021. Government wants it in because PW1 was present for shooting of this video, was wearing orange sweatshirt in it. PW1 is confronted by DURK and co-conspirators in a bathroom at this shoot, told that he was being reckless with his crimes and can't be out here committing murders. You're going to get us caught up in the feds on us, admitted. Exhibit 183, photos of Wilson throwing up gang signs.
All right, hold on. We already basically went over this shit. I was seeing if he was talking about something different. We already went over this shit.
Pretty much just said like, yeah, I think it's who you.
We already went over it. Let me see the 25 witnesses. Let's go right here.
But with his billion-dollar lawyer, Drew, I don't know, he might just pull something out the bag. This was insane. So basically, there were a bunch of big arguments back and forth about whether, you know, evidence of DURK's gang membership should be used. And the whole argument that was being made was that, look, Quando Rondo, Lil Tim, they were beefing with King Von over apparent girlfriend drama and music clearances. It was nothing to do with gangs. They said this BDGD gang war, K-Town, OTF, the Black Disciples, O-Block. He's saying that shouldn't be nothing to do with this. This is nothing to do with the gang. That's the other indictment. We've got this severed. We shouldn't be talking about the gang membership. He was making a very impassioned speech about all of this stuff. And I'll be real with you, DURK looked absolutely locked in. Everyone was mesmerized by Drew. He is a billion-dollar lawyer for a reason. He was absolutely crushing it up there. I'm not going to lie. He was really turning the tide. But what was crazy, and I want to be careful what I say in this, so I'm not going to say what definitely happened. I'm not going to say who's doing what. I'm just going to tell you the sequence of events, and I'm going to tell you some of the rumors and whispers that were going around the courtroom. Because after Drew made that absolutely insane speech, okay, it was announced that DURK plans to call witnesses. And after everybody said, oh, 35 witnesses, that's insane, he's cooked. Oh, 35 witnesses is good, because if they could prove the murder, they wouldn't need 35 witnesses. Well, DURK's team, they turned around and said, in addition to the 4 expert witnesses we've already put forward, we got 25 witnesses we want to bring forward. Now, that was crazy in itself. But then what happened next absolutely floored everyone in the courtroom. Because the judge said, look, I've looked through your list of proposed witnesses, and I know that you guys don't want the prosecution to see this list. You guys are fighting to have this list secret right up until the moment it happens, and I might allow it. But he said there was one name on this list that really jumped out at me. This is so serious, we're going to have a private conversation now, and I shit you not. The judge literally played white noise so that you couldn't hear anything in the courtroom. All of DURK's lawyers went over and spoke to the judge privately, and everybody was whispering in the courtroom, who do you think this secret sensational witness is? People were saying, is it Quando? People were saying, could it be Lil Tim? Could it be somebody else? Could it be DURK's? Could it be DURK's dad? I had a theory. It was just my opinion. It was just my theory. I just remembered the fact that Drew Findling was King Von's lawyer back in the day, right? And so there were a few whispers amongst people saying, what if it's Drew? That's very unusual. The judge seemed like it was a very unusual move. And basically, that's what I was thinking. And then when they kind of turned the white noise off and everybody came back, it was interesting because the prosecution basically stood up and was like, look, we got a theory as to who it might be. And then the judge pretty much just said like, yeah, I think it's who you think it is. And look, I don't know exactly what was said, but Drew Findling had a giant grin on his face when that exchange happened. So I ain't going to say who, I ain't going to say I don't know, but that would be crazy. He was King Von's lawyer back in the day when he was fighting the Atlanta case. So for Drew, the billion-dollar lawyer on DURK's team to testify would be nuts.
So did anybody get paid? I asked this question yesterday and people really ignored it. Where's the payment? The one payment that was given was to somebody allegedly because they was doing too much spending. Like, hey, bro, calm the hell down. Yeah, you do that for broke-ass people.
All right, say, I don't know what you're talking about right now, champion. We're going to get up off you, though, man. We're going to get up out of here. All right, man, shit. Okay. All right, it's a lot going on in this motherfucker, man. Jesus. Wait, what? Rappers react to OTF snitch on Lil Durk trial.
I won. Look at me. Tell me something I say. I won. I'm smarter than y'all, bro. This is stupid, bro. You crashing out for Instagram comments? You literally are about to do life in prison because an iPad kid made his username ChubbyBoy174. You let ChubbyBoy157 username trick you out your family. I won. Do you rather be a real nigga to 9-to-5ers? Would you rather be a real nigga to strangers or be broke and free? I don't give a fuck. Real for who?
6ix9ine ended up going crazy on Lil Durk after Trap Lil Ross exposed that one of the main reasons, or at least according to prosecutors, one of the main reasons that Lil Durk ended up sliding for Von was because of an interview that 6ix9ine had with DJ Academics and Wack 100. And in this interview, 6ix9ine was calling out Lil Durk for not sliding for Von. 6ix9ine ended up responding on Instagram saying, crashing out because a Mexican with rainbow hair. Grown-ass man, by the way, left your family for Instagram comments. Now, this whole Lil Durk situation ended up getting exponentially worse.
Imagine that, bro. Like hearing why would you give 6ix9ine that power, man? Like he one of them niggas that won't shut the fuck. Bro, you a fucking rat, my nigga. Like, shut the fuck up, man. You know what I'm saying? And you just sit here and all you do now is you're a rat too. I told you, everybody's rats. You're a rat too. You're a rat too. Like, man, listen, bro. But imagine finding out that Lil Durk saw that interview and crashed the fuck out. And this is part of what inspired the, hey, go slide for Von. Y'all got a rat over here saying we ain't sliding. We got to slide. And you the reason, damn, 6ix9ine and got to you, bro. He ain't gonna never let this go. He ain't gonna let this go.
As time went on, and DJ Academics ended up tweeting saying feds want to introduce an interview on DJ Academics Off the Record podcast with 6ix9ine and Wack 100, where they attacked Durk for not sliding for Von. According to the government, they got a snitch who will testify that Durk saw the interview, and it made him upset that it was being discussed that there was no sliding being done. Durk's lawyers has contested the video being included, claiming it isn't relevant. Now, this is the interview in question. In case you don't know what he's talking about, this is what 6ix9ine said that got Lil Durk allegedly so pissed off that he ended up sliding for Von shortly after.
Pull me out. They know the exact same. I'm not bringing this off topic. Let me just get this on my chest. They know the exact. Put a 10 bullets in King Von and he died there by himself. Why nobody slid for that? I don't see you on Instagram saying, "Yo, go slide for that man." Y'all know what y'all saying? Yo, y'all want this to crash out? I'm gonna be real with you. No,
hold on. Hold on. Wait, hold on.
Go hit the nigga that kidnapped me.
Hold on.
Why this not shooting the nigga that King Von?
Let me be real with you. I don't see you on Instagram say, "Yo, Durk, go slide for your man." I discovered King Von. No. I don't want to talk about King Von. So why I don't know. I don't know no politics. Listen, why is this nigga not sliding on niggas? How you know what they doing? Just because it ain't publicized on social media, how you know? How you know? If we didn't have this conversation, how you know I didn't try to get that man shot numerous times?
Now, 6ix9ine felt really passionate about this whole conversation because Lil Durk was one of the biggest people that kept calling 6ix9ine a snitch. He was mentioned in several of his songs. He was sneak dissed in several of Lil Durk's songs. And he kept calling out the hypocrisy of all these people calling him out. And at the same time, the people who claimed to be really gangster weren't really moving like they were supposed to, or at least how they claimed they were. Obviously, that's not entirely true because Lil Durk is now facing time. But what the prosecutors are saying is that after Lil Durk saw this interview, he got agitated, he got angry, and decided to actually start pushing for some movement. Now, if you don't know who this person is, this is Trap Lil Ross, and he's one of the only people who has access to be inside the core and is updating everybody on the situation because the Lil Durk trial won't be televised. Now, this is him breaking the news about the prosecutors claiming that this 6ix9ine interview is the reason.
Okay, so it won't be televised. Okay, I was gonna ask, will they be televising this shit?
Why Lil Durk crashed out.
All right, so I'm here outside the courthouse.
All right, we saw this. We saw all this shit already. Hold on. We heard that. Shout out Trap Lil Ross. Let's see.
We're going to cover that in a bit because there's two alleged snitches that are really close to Lil Durk who are going to testify against him.
Friends, like, ain't nothing in the water. Friends just told on you. And Durk got to be the stupidest thing in the world. You know why he got to be the stupidest thing in the world? Because he knew his friends wasn't shit. Because he even said, if the feds is on me, I delete my iCloud, some shit.
It's no point to get a lawyer if your homie told. I like
6ix9ine also claimed that Lil Durk proved him right, saying kids on the comment section on Instagram allegedly made him slide for King Von and risked his freedom. He ended up saying, "I won, I'm smarter than y'all," and that's the first clip I played for you guys. And he's not entirely wrong. Everyone was bullying Lil Durk in the comment section, saying slide for Von every single time. He even ended up addressing it in several of his songs. And it does seem like these comments were really getting to him. 6ix9ine ended up going live again the next day following that whole interview with DJ Academics and continued trolling Lil Durk.
Damn, the slide for Von movement made this nigga crash, bro. They was going crazy with that slide for Von movement. Niggas be trying to act like they don't let this shit get to them, bro. They letting this shit be eating these niggas alive at home, man. They be in the depths of their home, reading these comments, and you know how niggas be like, "Oh, let comments get to me. Fuck these niggas." Meanwhile, you over here, we gotta do something about this shit, man. Ain't nobody slide yet. We ain't doing no celebrating for New Year's. Nigga, till somebody slide for Von. Somebody got to slide. We got the location. Why ain't nobody slid yet? Now you on this motherfucker crashing out all over these goddamn comments, man. You on here leaving a digital trail, crashing out, forcing your homies, well, they say grooming your homies, to go crash out for Von. You know what? Fuck that. I'll handle it myself. Nigga, I'm getting y'all all plane tickets. Hey, round up 4 niggas. Boop, 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 boop. We gonna fly them out. We gonna get them this week. See, you was being too anxious, bruh. You was being too anxious. You let the goddamn comment section make you crash out. You started moving too sloppy. Hey, we gotta hurry up and get this shit done, nigga. They can't keep saying slide for Von. To the point where y'all did it and y'all was as sloppy as a motherfucker. And then you end up killing a nigga that had nothing to do with the shit. Y'all shot the wrong side. Y'all killed the wrong nigga. Y'all trying to get Quando. Y'all done shot Pop. You still didn't get your man. How crazy is that? The whole operation is about to go down, and you still haven't got your man.
You're now.
Damn, you still haven't got your fucking man, dog. Because what? Where's the little Tim nigga at? Lil Tim was on tour on stage dancing with NBA Youngboy. They up there dancing, nigga. Quando Rondo, he ain't dead. And y'all whole operation going down. Fuck.
Yo, I don't know who need to hear this, but y'all been trying to convince me for the past 5 to 6 years that I did bad, I did something wrong. You know I'm alive, right? It's 2026. I'm free. I'm alive. I get to hug my mom. Right now, I'm not in no cell waiting till a CEO tell me pull my pants down, cough, shut the fuck up, lock in, nigga, turn the lights up. Bro, y'all over here trying to improve 9 to 5s, bro. Wait.
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah, I mean, you want to do it now?
Is this all about this nigga talking? I ain't trying to hear that nigga talking all the fucking time.
He allegedly identified as protective witness number 2 in Lil Durk's case, with protective witness number 1 being OTF Jam. And one of the big issues with OTF Jam, and I've covered this multiple different times.
Hold on, let me rewind so y'all can hear that.
What's up, bro? You want to pick? Yeah. 10, yeah. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, like, I don't know, like,
Now, new documents show OTF Vonnie allegedly identified as protective witness number 2 in Lil Durk's case, with protective witness number 1 being OTF Jam. And one of the big issues with OTF Jam, and I've covered this multiple different times, is that OTF Jam was actually a shooter. He's actually a killer, a dangerous individual who, you know, was facing murder multiple different times, and every time he got out of prison, Lil Durk gave him money. Now, the feds are connecting the dots, and they're figuring out that Lil Durk was funding all these killings, and that he was directly giving money to these individuals to commit these crimes for him. Prosecutors claim OTF Jam will testify that Lil Durk took him to the bathroom and told him to stop committing so many murders because it would attract the feds' attention. Now, since day one, OTF Jam has been outed to be one of the biggest snitches in this case. And this is really bad for Lil Durk, because if he ends up saying anything, they're going to tie Lil Durk for murder for hire. And back in 2024, when this thing first happened, Trenches News told academics that OTF Jam allegedly snitched on Lil Durk because he didn't bond him out of another jam he was in.
There's the rumor that's going around that there's an individual that goes by the name of OTF Jam, and they're saying that he wore a wire. Now, I'm thinking we're in 2024. Why wear a wire? You could just put your phone on the table.
All right, we reacted to this. Y'all can go back and watch it if you haven't seen it already. We reacted to this. Let's see. Let's see what Charleston White got to say. This crazy ass nigga. Let's see what this crazy ass nigga got to say.
They're bringing their party lights. They're going to be teaching the gallery and the jury how to throw up, you know what I mean, how to drop the rakes, you know, throw up the gang signs before they hear the songs.
Charleston White was also another person who was glad to see Lil Durk get locked up, and he had multiple different things to say about this whole case.
Us as black people.
Yeah, this is a real victory. This is a real victory. Now that demonic force, because it is a demonic force, it was a dark force. It was a dark energy that came down from Chicago and spread throughout America. I think we now finally get to put that fire out. I don't think we'll hear drill music ever again. I don't think drill rappers would ever be celebrated ever again. Down goes the drill. Down goes the drill. 12th round knockout, because it looked like they had got away and they get to ride off into the sunset. So this is a victory for law-abiding black Americans who like hip-hop music but don't like the killing part of it. So
it's a lot of free Durks right now. It's a lot of the free Durk campaign has begun.
Every day I'm gonna wake up trolling. Every day I'm gonna wake up trolling because they blackballed Quando Rondo because he was self-defending himself. They blackballed Lil Tim because he was standing up for a friend. Homie, come on now. Free Lil Durk. Keep him locked up. Don't give him no bond. Send him to a USP because of his record. And then got to think about this. He got to go to California. GDs and BDs ain't got no say-so in California. Nobody laughing at Durk like they were laughing at me when I went to jail. Lord, so ain't nobody laughing at Durk. Now it ain't funny.
That shit crazy. Niggas celebrating and they're going to jail, man. These are the times we are living in, y'all. Niggas celebrating and nigga going to jail. This nigga, Charleston White, is crazy, man.
Now your favorite rapper go to jail and look like he got a no bond like me. But that boy got a federal no bond. I bet that nigga ass holding closed up. He got a burp to pass gas. He can't even fart out his ass. I know the feeling. Boy, they get your ass and they put a hole on you. Boy, nigga booty be tight in the sitting on that bench. Hey, man. Now, all y'all who said my time coming for saying King Von, saying fuck King Von, all his time coming, they go get him. Drake time came for saying fuck Luka, or is this his karma? I don't know. Y'all be so hypocritical when it comes to your favorite rappers. I don't even know. That's all I'm saying, boys and girls. Say, let's make fun of Dirk like y'all made fun of me. Especially when y'all thought I got shot. Look like that boy ass in trouble. Salute to Lil Tim. The Demon Slayer. I bet he going to PC.
The Demon Slayer.
In California, got extorted. One thing we know about California, the Crips and Bloods rule. GD, BD, on phone them, they ain't got no say-so nowhere. But when they write a letter to somebody. But in the California prison system, Cuz and Blood run everything. And Pyru, that GD, BD, phone them, it's gonna be hard on his ass. Cause they're gonna be trying to extort him because they know he got money. He might have to pay for a little protection. You know what? He might be all right. Cause he joined Assalamu Alaikum. One thing about it, Assalamu Alaikum, they look out for each other.
Around with the Muslims.
Say, boy, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Boy, I'm riding through Oak Cliff right now. Boy, it's a beautiful, I'm finna ride by where Mo 3 got killed in here in a minute. Let me find me a good little Durk song to play.
Now, it's clearly not looking good for Lil Durk. He even laughed after prosecutors revealed they only had 4 screenshots from his seized phone. I don't know why that would be something to laugh about. Apparently, the reason why they couldn't really get any more screenshots was because they don't have his password to access the full download. On top of that, the judge officially ruled that the prosecution can use all the evidence from the seized phone against Lil Durk trial. Now, in case you didn't know, the feds state that they seized 59 devices linked to OTF's alleged criminal activity, including...
God damn. 59 devices? 59 devices? God fucking damn.
38 seized after the death of Lil Pap. So they literally have a lot of evidence, enough to put Lil Durk behind bars. Now, I want to know what you guys think about this whole situation. How do you guys feel about all of these things stacked against Lil Durk? His trial starts soon, and off the bat, it's not looking good for him. Let me know down.
Oh, man, that is wild. Hey, this shit is crazy, man. This is crazy. What we have learned is, man, you can't trust nobody, man. You can't trust nobody in this shit. And just because you got the money don't mean everybody gonna respect you, my nigga, and you untouchable. You know what I'm saying? This nigga brought your whole operation down. Y'all whole shit, y'all crew. The nigga y'all coined as the real nigga. The nigga that you took care of for 12 years in jail. He's the main motherfucking snitch in this case. The nigga you gave 12 years taking care of another man, a grown man for 12 years, only for this nigga to get out and in less than 3 become the nigga that's the main witness in your case to take you down. That is fucking sick. And then he's working with them. Hey, I'm gonna tell you what he said. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you all the murders I ever did. That's damn, Dirk. You rapped about all this shit though, bro. You rapped about all this shit, and look what's going on, man. Your own homies, not your enemies, not your ops. Your own homies, nigga. Let that be a lesson, y'all. Don't do crime, man. Don't do fucking crime. Let it go. You know what I mean? Sit back and enjoy the show and watch all these dummies crash out, man. Let them do the crime. Make it home to your comfortable bed, your nice AC, your beautiful TV, where you can sit right here and watch ABP reactions, man. I'm up out of here till next time, man. I'm gone. Make sure y'all smash a like. Make sure y'all recap this. If y'all just came in and started watching this, go back and watch the whole thing. We did a deep dive all on Lil Durk, the OTF Jam, OTF Vonnie. Yeah, go get caught up, man. Make sure y'all smash a like and let me know how y'all think this case is going to go. Starts on Monday. Will not be televised, man. You know what I'm saying? They're picking jurors tomorrow and Friday. Court starts on Monday. Will Lil Durk go to jail for life? Will Lil Durk walk free? What will happen in this situation? Y'all go crazy in the comment section. Let me know. I'm gone till next time, man.